All right, listen. It's getting warm out, right? Thinking about taking some time off. Let's say you're on vacation. You get great shots of the kids, of course, but then you're distracted by everything else that's going on, and you forget to send photos to Grandma and Grandpa. With an Aura digital picture frame, you can upload those photos from the app right to the grandparents. Aura is the Wi-Fi connected digital picture frame that beautifully showcases your photos and videos. You can add unlimited photos straight from your smartphone using the Aura app. Anyone who has ever had an Aura frame, they all love it, myself included. I'm sending photos to my parents, relatives, all the time. My uncle, I haven't even talked to him in years, but he gets the photos. Why? The Aura frame. They make the perfect gift. Each frame comes packaged in a premium gift box. No price tag. It's more meaningful than a gift card. I mean, it's the best. It's the best. Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off, plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver Mat frame. That's AURA frames.com. Promo code FACTION. Support our show by mentioning us at checkout. Don't forget the possessive apostrophe. Terms and conditions apply.
Greetings and citations, fine shits.
Welcome to Sam Roberts Show.
Okay, here we are. Welcome to Sam Roberts Show. Hit that little phone button on your app if you want to call in, you want to talk to Troy. If not, you can go linear. If you're listening on your car radio, you can go 866-969-1969. Talk to Troy. It's his phone number. What?
You're just encouraging bad behavior.
No, because I don't want because they'll call, because they'll see the apostrophe. They'll go, it's
they're going to call because they see the apostrophe?
Well, no, they're going to call because I just asked them to call. But they'll see the apostrophe. They'll go, wow, it's Sam Roberts Show. Must be Sam Roberts' phone. I don't want them to be alarmed. I'm telling you, this is Troy's phone number. 866-969-1969. And then Troy will patch you through to me. It's like old school, like when you would watch those movies from the 80s and the big businessmen would have hot secretaries in miniskirts. That's like what Troy does for me. That's why he wears the miniskirt.
I think it'd be like the old school where you had to like actually take the plug and like put it into the wall to connect the...
That's right. That's what, one moment, please. Unplug, plug. It takes a lot of work. People don't give Troy enough credit. Oh, I hope everybody has their real IDs ready. I know a lot of people are panicking. Conspiracy theories have been invented about it. You know,
about what?
Real IDs.
What's the conspiracy?
Well, everybody's like, I can't believe the government wants all this information. We have to show our papers, they say. And it's like, well, I mean, and also I do think it's funny that they told us all, I mean.
Years ago.
Like 6 years ago at this point. It was delayed by a lot. It was before the pandemic. They were like, hey, just so you know, we're upgrading the system, which if any place needs an upgrade, it would be the airport. We're upgrading the system. So you have to, if you're going to fly, you need to upgrade to the real ID that has all the info baked in, not just a standard, driver's license. But it's just a matter of going to the DMV and getting your driver's license upgraded,
Yeah, I mean, the next time that's what I did.
That's exactly what I did, too.
Yeah, my driver's license is up. Time to renew. They're like, here's the new one.
Right.
It's real.
They go, you want the new one? I go, yeah.
I got the enhanced, too, because I'm not a sucker.
No. I'm ready. You can upgrade as much as you want. I'm future-proofed with my driver's license.
Also, you don't have to get the real ID.
No, they're like, you have to travel with the real ID or just use your passport.
Yeah, like, you can just keep using your passport.
Just go to the post office and get a passport.
Why wasn't the other ID real?
I think it just was like the technology did not have all the information baked into it.
Because all I noticed is a watermark different.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
I don't think it's the card itself. I think that there's probably when they scan the card, there's more stuff they could get in the card. Or maybe it's more difficult to forge. I don't know. But they're just like, but they told us. In like 2018, I want to say. They said, maybe 2019. They said, "Hey, we're gonna, we're gonna." I just heard the phone ring, and Troy just said, "Thanks, buddy," and he hung up. They didn't want to talk on the show. They just wanted to say what's up to you.
See, again, I didn't want to say it. You're encouraging bad behavior.
It's Troy's phone number, 866-969-1969.
Yeah, the phone thing is right there.
The phone app is right there. We're going to try to change the app to say call Troy.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, great.
That's a dumb idea.
I don't think so. So, yeah. So they said like in 2018, 2019, they were like, hey, you got to update to the real ID. And people were like, I don't think I'm going to do that. They're like, you have like 2 years. Don't even worry about it. And then the pandemic happened. And they said, all right, look, we're going to give you more time to update to the real ID because, you can't go to the DMV right now because there's a pandemic. And they said, okay. So they've given us until 2025 to upgrade to the real ID. And then I feel like 6 weeks ago, maybe a little less, people realized like, no, the deadline, we're actually not delaying the deadline this time. We're doing the thing that we said we were going to do like years ago. And people started to panic because they're like, well, I didn't get that. I didn't know we had to get that. And so now today is Real ID Day, I believe. I think today they calling it ID Day is what they're saying.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it.
Yeah, May 7th.
It's Real ID Day, and yeah, you got to go to the airport with a real ID or a passport. Yeah. A lot of people don't have passports though, because you got to go to get these passports, and you go to the post office. And you go in, and they're like, oh, you didn't fill this form out right. It takes like an hour sitting around at a post office.
It does not. First of all, you could bring the form home. You can just go to the post office with everything you need.
I don't know. I give it to my wife. I don't know. I really don't know to tell you the
truth. You go
to
Staples, you get your photos taken.
It seems like a whole thing.
They say that was a good one.
Travis enjoys bureaucracy.
I'm just saying it's easy to get a passport.
I also, yeah, you're right about that, Mike. I also forgot that Travis likes systems. He likes systems and he likes pleasing.
When did I say it was a good idea? I just said it's easy to get a passport.
He likes pleasing authority figures. That's a thing. Like Travis, it makes him feel like, okay, I've done something good today. The authority figures are pleased.
I was actually the one who suggested a real ID.
Yeah, why don't you get a real ID? And they're like, what's a real ID? Oh, it's like a regular ID, except there's a little American flag watermark on there.
I think from what I've read, the big difference is that there's a star in the corner.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Let me see.
So, Troy, if you don't have a real ID, just draw a star in the corner of yours.
That's right.
And you'll be fine.
Let me see if I can figure out the difference. I got mine so long ago.
You keep it in the front pocket.
I forgot. I do keep it in the front pocket.
Good for you.
Yeah, I mean, there is the American flag. It feels... Oh, there's like a hologram on it. Yes, that's pretty impressive. It goes like from my month and year of my birth. It's lenticular. It goes from the month and year of my birth to my face lenticularly. Remember like in the 90s when you get trading cards and you tilt them and it'd be a different picture.
I
and you
love
go,
those.
You go, the future is here. Well, it's back in real ID form. Yeah, that's amazing. It says I'm an organ donor. I didn't know that.
You are.
Fuck. I got to change
Your
that.
wife signed you up for organ donating.
I don't know. No,
See, this is why you got to take care of your own stuff.
I think I must have signed up for that at some point. I think I did. I'm an organ donor. I'll give my organs. I don't need them anymore.
That's a bad idea, bro.
Yeah, right.
Why is organ donating bad idea? Oh, because
you know exactly.
I know exactly why.
Hit me.
Well, if it's like it's coming down to the wire and they could save your life
or
sell your organs, when they look at your ID, they're going to be like, you know what? Let them die.
So you think the EMTs that pick you up on the highway make a profit off the organs?
Somebody's making a profit somewhere, bro.
Right, and it's probably the EMTs on the highway.
Well, if you're involved in a car crash, you're mangled, your whole body's just like bleh. Like it looks worse than it usually does.
Which is tough.
That's what I'm saying. And they look at your ID and they say
it looks like when I get a Domino's, but they didn't use one of those little pizza tables,
that's right.
And it sticks right to the roof of the box.
It's like, it's everywhere.
Got it. Okay.
And they see organ donor checked. Yes, they're absolutely letting you die
because they get a bonus.
You don't think they're in cahoots?
With whom?
You don't think that there are rogue EMTs that are on the take?
I mean, I guess when you say it, it sounds so reasonable.
I knew people that worked at Burger King when I worked at Burger King.
Okay.
That would take from the till.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't like the whole company was involved.
You wouldn't do it.
No.
But you knew people that took from the till?
I knew a lot of people who had very nice, sophisticated ways to take from the till.
Whoa, like methods?
This was back in the 90s.
Are you talking about systems?
Yeah, systems.
Whoa.
This is back in the 90s before everything was on computers.
Whoa.
So it's not crazy to think I mean, Troy knew exactly what we were talking about the second it came up.
I just don't know how the EMTs would make money off of it, though.
They sell them on the black market.
They get to keep the organs?
No, I mean, they bring the organs to the organ people.
But they're like, oh, this one got lost. Let me sell it to the black market?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean,
What's up, bro?
yeah. Like, how does he not
Get that
believe
change.
this?
Get with the program.
Well, I mean, because I've heard of like cartels selling kidneys out of bathtubs, but never EMTs.
Oh, yeah.
The EMTs are doing it too?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm glad you told me.
On the other
I'm
hand,
going to scratch it out with a Sharpie. Organ donor.
Just put void.
Yeah, void.
Void.
Not doing it. Nope, you can't have it. Now, if the EMTs have gone so rogue that they are literally
some of them.
If you end up with a bad EMT that's gone very rogue and is now selling organs on the black
And
market.
by the way, it's not EMTs. Like when you're in the ambulance,
Right.
It's not like the EMT worker is pulling the organs out of you,
But they know.
to put in a freezer to go sell on a black market. They take it in the hospital,
Right.
So the EMTs are done with you. Then it becomes the doctor's issue, and I'm sure there's some sort of kickback.
So I've survived all the way from the highway to the hospital, and then the doctor in the hospital goes, "No, he's dead."
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he died a long time ago.
Oh,
What are you
he's
talking
been
about?
dead. He's been dead since the highway. The EMTs are, but then do the EMTs ever go like, "I don't think he was like talking"?
No.
Oh,
They're
'cause they
on to
know
the
better.
next thing.
And they know better.
And they know better.
Don't fuck with the doctors.
EMTs don't get paid a ton of money. They're just trying to keep their job.
And the doctors go to the EMTs and go, "I can make your life very difficult
Yeah.
and take your organs."
I don't know what is so hard to understand about this.
No, I'm getting it now.
It's also possible, though, that nobody's going to want your organs because you are vaxxed up. And
No,
who
that
knows
makes it
what's
better.
running through your veins.
They told me that's better. I'm getting $910 a year.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
What are you talking about?
No, you should no, that's not good.
I'm getting $910 a year. I only get sick twice a month. It's perfect. I think it's good. Drew in Florida. Fuck. What's up, Drew?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, I got to start driving more
So-
carefully. That's what's going
Yeah,
on.
you do.
No, so I was a paramedic in Jersey for 10 or 15 years.
Oh boy.
No, I got to tell you, man, it's like one of the rumors. All joking aside, like I've never once come across anything remotely close to that with the doctors, surgeons. The organ donation companies are
Right.
completely different entities than the hospitals and everything.
You don't
But
think
that's
that
one of
like
those things.
you don't think when they get an organ and they put it in the helicopter to go to somebody that really needs it, there's a rogue helicopter pilot that goes, "Let's take a left and bring this thing south of the border."
I'm just saying, if I met somebody that I wasn't a big fan of and a doctor came up to me and was like, hey, man, $50K, tax-free cash, I probably would have thought about it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh boy, that's
But
so.
it doesn't happen. That's the point.
But
is
you're
that
saying it
if
doesn't
did
happen, but
more of
you're-
us would do it.
But Drew, you're the best of them. You're the best of the EMTs. You're the best of us, and you're saying you could easily be compromised. All you would take is you don't really like somebody and $50K tax-free.
I mean, I was joking about that part, but
I don't
I'm
think
telling
so.
you, man, it really doesn't happen.
Okay, all right, but it sounds like you could be compromised, Drew. That's my only
All right,
concern.
just make sure you wear your seatbelt, man. Have a
That's
good
it.
one.
That's it. Thank you.
That's what it comes down to, bro.
Thank you. Yeah. And I'm going to travel with a Sharpie. That way, if I'm on a plane and it starts crashing, I'm just going to start scratching it off the ID real quick.
You should know better than anybody that everybody's got a price.
Oh, my God. That is how I
Like-
was raised. I did learn that growing up.
These are lessons learned when you were 8 years old.
I know.
7 years old.
And he kicked that fucking basketball right away from that kid. No, I remember that. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm reading here, myth one, doctors won't revive you if you're near death if you have signed up to be an organ donor because they want to harvest your organs.
Yeah, see?
Okay, the thing right under it says there is absolutely no truth to that.
Who said that? A doctor?
This does feel very much like there are probably people who really need organs that are like, I wish you guys would stop spreading this rumor because I really need the organs. Like, I need to live. If you die, you don't need the organs. You're dead.
Nobody's saying this happens to 100% of organs.
But some, you're saying.
I would say 5%.
Oh, my God. And you're basing that on gut?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you an organ donor?
No.
Because
Hang on. Am I?
if not, we both got to go to DMV.
Where does it say organ donor? No, just corrective lenses.
Oh, what a fucking dork.
Where does it say
I tell you
organ
what,
donor?
I'd rather risk my organs being harvested than have corrective lenses on my license.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see I have corrective lenses.
Yeah, let's kick his ass.
Does it say organ donor on the front or the back?
It says on my front.
No.
Yeah, I'll tell you right
No,
now.
I'm smart.
If they catch you, though, if
Of course you're smart.
the EMTs catch you, they're going to start kicking your ass, though, because you're a corrective lens guy. Right? Troy, is that true as well?
They're like, you're a four-eyes tool.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they would say.
Rather have my ass kicked than my organs harvested.
I got to agree with you there.
Honestly, that's a great retort. This says, if someone arrives at any hospital emergency department in the U.S. and is unresponsive, the words organ donor aren't even mentioned until the patient meets very specific legal criteria for being past the point of no return. The heart has to be stopped or the brain is dead. So they don't check if you're an organ donor until you are very much dead, is what this article is saying.
Uh-huh.
And
So that has to be the truth. They're like,
I got
is the heart dead?
I
Okay,
gotcha.
we can check.
This is a follow the signs type deal. Of
course.
I gotcha. The patient in question, of course, could decide much earlier that after death they want to donate their organs and determine certain courses of action that they want medical staff to perform with their remains when they die. But healthcare workers are entirely concerned with saving the person's life. I believe that. They take the Socratic oath. Isn't that what it's called?
Huh, what, from Socrates?
I think so.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
These doctors take an oath.
I mean, what the fuck does that mean? Who
What?
cares?
No.
You're saying fingers crossed. Big
You're thinking
deal.
of police officers.
No, doctors have an oath.
Doctors take an oath.
Yes.
I mean, even if they do, they can still be bought. You can have a right
Yeah,
price. on
judges get bought. They take an oath.
I have seen shows where
something.
judges
Scientists
get
get bought.
The president gets bought. He takes an oath of office.
Yeah.
Wow, that's changed and it's changed a lot recently too.
Well, yeah.
Canada's about to get bought.
Exactly.
Nope.
That oath means jack.
Well, it depends on
and
who you
shit.
ask. Never say never. Yeah, you're saying the oaths mean Jack?
Jack and shit.
Both.
Both.
Shit. Ooh, I'm a little nervous. Brad in Texas. What's up, Brad?
Hey guys, well, first off, it's the Hippocratic Oath for the.
That's what it is, not the Socratic oath.
Yeah.
It's the Hippocratic oath.
Hypocritical oath.
Exactly.
Oh, whoa.
Got him.
God damn, that was crazy.
Second off, you mentioned earlier about like EMTs and paramedics maybe like illegally doing organ donation and
Stealing organs and selling them on the black market.
Fuck up if you know what's good for you and leave it alone.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Did you hear that?
No, I missed it.
He said, leave it alone if you know it's good for you.
Yeah.
No, don't talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
Troy and I are hot on the trail.
We better change the subject.
Whoa. It's
Talk
just,
about Canada.
I mean, it feels like it'd be easy to follow up on that and people would have a lot of questions, but maybe not. Let's go to Eric in Colorado. What's up, Eric?
Yeah, guys. So, I mean, is this like another conspiracy? You know, Nostradamus, or exactly what's the thing here? And the other part of this too is, if this was the case, then there wouldn't be billboards everywhere for people needing like an organ and begging for like kidneys and whatnot, because they'd be easily acquired.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I also love the idea that somebody that is so into conspiracies that it's named after him, Quanspiracy, that he thinks there's it's R-I-C-Y.
Oh, sorry. The phones have been lit.
But at the same time, Sam, I'll give
Troy's
you
doing a good job.
You think so?
Yes.
But at the same time, Sam, I'll give you $50,000 for a kidney.
Oh boy, thank you, Eric. Oh boy,
I mean, it is spelled wrong.
very wrong.
But I mean, I see.
What a revelation. Troy spells things wrong.
I was gonna defend you. You're answering a lot of phone calls over there.
The phones are lit.
No, everybody wants to say good morning to you
Yes, they do.
and back us up.
And back up. Oh, exactly.
Some of them are wondering that. I mean, I think some of them see a couple of slight gaping holes in the theory, but I think you're right. I'm gonna start driving everywhere. People can go, I don't know, this dude just drives around, whether he's on the highway or not, he's driving 10 miles an hour everywhere he goes.
Just pillows, just lining your car.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm an organ donor. Can't be
Yeah,
too
you gotta change that, man.
Can't be too careful. But I do want to donate my organs if I actually die.
Why?
To help people. I don't need them.
I guess.
You're a selfish son of a bitch. You know
Not
that?
really. It's just not something I'm interested in doing.
That's a selfish thing,
Okay, my body, my choice.
I guess.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
Travis.
right? Thank
Yep.
you.
I guess. I mean, look, I do a podcast with a girl who donated a kidney just because.
Who?
Megan.
Oh,
Really?
good. I thought you were going to say somebody else, and I was like, that's a bad idea.
Nicole?
Yeah.
No. Her kidneys are fucked.
Shot.
Yeah. No.
I was
needs
really
both of them.
surprised.
Yeah, no. She's no longer eligible. She's barely with both of them. She's barely got enough juice to keep going. No.
Okay, good.
No.
I'm glad you said it was Megan.
I'm glad you specified.
If Nicole ever did a kidney transplant, the person who got it would be worse off.
And Nicole would probably be healthier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, got that out of there.
Selena Gomez would be like, this is the last thing I needed.
Well, no, but I mean, Megan's a great person.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're saying since I'm not a great person as it is,
You?
why start donating organs?
No, I'm not saying that's why. I'm just saying your organs don't seem like anybody would want them.
And if they get them, it's all of a sudden they start acting like an asshole.
An asshole are like,
That comes from the kidney?
I got to do an emergency podcast. I don't know why.
Where did that come from?
He hates that, huh?
He's so pissed about that.
Yeah, he is. He's furious. He's got that goddamn siren out again. How can it be an emergency again? He did 2 of them last week. Josh in Austin. What's up, Josh?
Hi. I was actually calling in regards to the comment y'all were making about organ donation and that doctors will.
By the way, not all. Not all of us were making that comment.
Yeah.
I was saying that probably not.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for about 10 years now, and I spent most of that time in the ER working in trauma. And kind of the thing you got to remember is doctors. Everything runs on money and litigation, and hospitals would never let doctors do something like that because anytime somebody passes away, first thing they're going to be worried about is getting sued by family or anything if anything wasn't done to save that patient.
I mean, that
no matter
is
how good their organs were.
That is true. The malpractice lawsuits are already nuts. Like these doctors, the malpractice insurance that they have to pay is crazy.
Yeah. Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll just pretend that there's not a black market.
Okay, thank you, Josh.
Not a problem. Y'all have a great one.
Sometimes you realize you're in a discussion where there is no
And we'll just trust the male nurse.
logical way. Like anytime you bring up a good point, you're like, oh, you must be lying. Dennis in New Jersey. What's up, Dennis?
Hey, Sam. I don't know if anybody remembers when Chris Christie was U.S. attorney, he set up a political sting to catch politicians taking bribes.
Mm-hmm.
And what they ended up catching was a bunch of Orthodox guys selling body parts.
Oh.
Really? Not doctors, though.
Yeah. No. It was a whole underground Orthodox network. They had arrested a guy named Solomon Dweck who was arrested for cashing a $30 million check at a bank drive-thru window. And then he used that guy to bribe politicians.
That doesn't seem like the smartest thing in the world. Thank you, Dennis. Yeah, organ trafficking. Rabbis arrested. By the way, I love that the caller said that they were selling body parts, like not organs, but like, yeah, no, I got a kidney, I got a liver, I got an arm, couple thumbs, whatever you need. Yeah, look, I'm not saying there is no organ trafficking, but I don't necessarily believe that there's a centralized network of government employees that are like, aha, an organ donor, well, let's grab it right now. Yeah. And also, if they were that corrupt, wouldn't they grab the organs even from people who weren't organ donors?
You're taking it to the extreme.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I didn't mean to do that. That was out of line. TJ in St. Louis. What's up, TJ?
Hey, salutations, boys. Hey, so the Real ID was that the congressional act was actually passed in 2005. So I'm kind of wondering what the hell took states so long to get on board, and now we're dealing with this today.
That's crazy. 20 years it took. 20. It's been so long that you couldn't blame any specific administration for it because we've had like it's 20 years. It's multiple generations at this point. Thank you, TJ. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's been in the works for a long time, but that's what happened. And I'm sure they knew that whenever the deadline actually comes in. Yeah, there it is. 2005, Real ID Act was enacted in response to the 9/11 attacks. This thing was in response to 9/11, and it's finally just taking effect. This is what it was. It was to make our airports safer from people who hate our freedom. And
never forget.
And
right?
it's just taking effect now. This came out so long ago. It was actually before GTA 5, which I don't even remember.
I should have had that on the list.
I don't even remember before GTA 5. The initial deadline for full enforcement was set for 2008, but repeatedly delayed. I think that's what it is. The fact that since 2008, we've heard about this thing, but it just keeps being delayed. The idea that there is actually a deadline and they're actually sticking to it, it's just screwing people up a little bit. George in New York. What's up, George?
Hey, morning, gents. Just with regards to the organ harvesting stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a physician. I work in the field of transplantation. There's a lot of visibility in the U.S., at least, with regards to procuring and providing organs to recipients. So there's, at the state level, there's groups that will provision and then organize who gets which graft, which organ. At the federal level, as you know, through HHS, physicians aren't involved in any of that process. There's meant to be separation to avoid bias. And then when it comes to procuring grafts, marginal grafts, so organs that aren't going to perform well from patients who are very sick aren't transplanted. So you'd be surprised you'll have very healthy organs in a healthy patient that end up being unsuitable for transplantation. So there's like this very, very tight pipeline. It's just not worth it, and it's too visible for there to be any sort of foul play in the U.S. at least. I can't speak for China, but that's just from the U.S. perspective.
George, I love that you called in, and this is why I love this show, because we have you as a physician that is breaking it down in dry detail, like here's exactly what goes on, here's why that's impossible, right? Thank you, George. I'm going to hang up on you, because at the same time, also listening to the program is Wheezy in Missouri.
Hey,
what's up,
what's
Wheezy?
going on, Sammy?
What's up, dude?
Hey, man, they put that organ donor on there to keep track of food for the cannibals in the Illuminati.
Okay. So, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to ask, like on that movie, The Eye, if somebody was to get your organs, would they start eating like a toddler?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they would have. I'll tell you what, they'd have fun. They'd have fun at all the restaurants that they went to. I just love that we have like this doctor who's like, here's why it's so hard to do this. And then Wheezy's like, well, they got to feed the cannibals in the Illuminati. And there are people that listen to the show and people in this room that will make the choice between those two phone calls. And they're like, you know what? I'm gonna go with Wheezy. I think Wheezy's makes a little more sense. Yeah, that one between the two of them. Which one made more sense, George or Wheezy? Also great that it's George and Wheezy.
Wheezy.
Wheezy. Okay. All right.
Also, I'm not stupid enough to think that like every doctor knows what's going on. Right?
And let's not pretend like there isn't a black market.
I love
let's
that.
Pretend like this, like it's so crazy to think that you can sell organs on a black market.
But aren't they coming from like people who get kidnapped and then they get put on ice and their bodies are found in motels? They take the organs out, not from like a doctor.
It's coming from everywhere.
Oh, I didn't know. It's raining organs.
Like you're acting like you work for SiriusXM, so you know everything that's going on around here.
No, I'm saying
just because you're a doctor that works at Mount Sinai doesn't mean you know everything that's going on over there.
I see. Well, I know most of what's going on around here because I'm an upper echelon person at SiriusXM.
I mean, you're a bad example.
The same way, like maybe the nurses don't know, but the doctors are pretty keyed in.
Yeah, you're not a good example.
That's right. That's right.
Like Nicole doesn't know everything that's going on around.
Nicole doesn't know everything that's going on in her own life. Nicole doesn't know everything that's going on anywhere.
Right. So like,
she's very gullible.
Not every doctor is going to know what's going on.
And just because a doctor isn't corrupt doesn't mean there aren't other doctors. Like when I was telling these stories about Clarice being in the hospital, I mean, it is so fucking warped what these people are doing to the patients in there. But like I talked to other people that have been, like my father was just in the hospital. He was like, I had a pleasurable experience. I never experienced any of that. It was a different state. So it's just.
By the way, shout out to Mr. Kwan.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, just because one doctor doesn't say that something's going on doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah, nobody's saying this is across the board.
No. But also like,
You're so black and white.
taking a couple. It's my favorite song. Taking a couple painkillers for yourself and harvesting organs are,
Well, it just shows
like
you that
harvesting organs is a very difficult thing to
sliding
get
scale.
away with. It's difficult to get away with it, though. I
it's a sliding scale.
That's true too. I forgot about the sliding scale.
Not everybody just jumps into organ harvesting.
No, but once you get there, it's like, look, we got a couple painkillers. Okay, that worked.
Yeah.
What if we get a little? We got a little blood transfusion bag. Maybe we'll sell a little blood.
Like, do you think?
We get to Transylvania, find Nosferatu.
Do you think everybody that I knew at Burger King was running this scam, taking money out of the till as a teenager?
Well, you weren't. You said
no. I wasn't.
So that's
but there
how
were
you know.
Also, there were people that had no idea what was happening.
Is that right? You know that people had no idea what was happening?
I know for a fact that there were some people that worked there that had no idea what was happening.
Wow.
And then sometimes people that worked there would be brought in
to ask questions like, hey, why is there so much till money
No. They would be brought into the scam.
Oh, I see.
Like, hey, let's involve him because
Not you.
then no, not me.
Oh.
Because then, like, if we're all working the midday shift, we could make a lot more money.
Right. And we don't have any leaks on this boat.
Right, like it's hard for me to do this by myself. He's cool.
Right.
I know him from gym class. Let's see if he'll do it.
And then Burger King, flash forward, goes, we got to shrink these Whoppers because we didn't make any money in the 90s.
Man,
We completely,
that one location really lost a lot of money.
I don't understand it. It went through so much inventory and brought in very little cash.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody knows what's going on everywhere.
I see.
And
I see. No, that's a good point. Stealing
naive
seven.
to think.
No, you're right. You're right. Stealing Whopper money and organs is.
I mean, it's in the same ballpark.
Same ballpark.
It's in the same broad category. You put it in the same bucket.
People like to steal, and they like benefiting themselves off of the misfortune of others.
But no, that's true.
It's a Robin Hood situation.
So they steal rich people's organs?
Take from the rich, give to the poor.
But they kill the rich.
Because
they took their
poor
organs.
and they're giving them to the rich.
That's bad.
That happens a little more often. Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
jump out of that.
Yeah, okay. Ray in Georgia?
Hey, didn't Travis say he wasn't an organ donor, but hadn't he been donating his organ to dudes for years?
No, that's true. That's true. Travis is a well-known organ donor.
I just donate one organ over and over.
Yeah, into cavities. Travis is an organ and cavity donor. Thank you, Ray. That's right.
Very funny.
Let's see. How prevalent is organ removal?
I would say very.
Wait, is this Mike? Is this grouping human trafficking? Oh, human trafficking for organ removal.
Yes, this is specifically the people who don't want it to happen, I guess.
Right. Yeah. See, this is what I think. You guys,
or who've been financially compelled for it to happen.
I feel like the black market organ harvesting is happening through human trafficking, not happening through people on the highway who have organ donor checked off on their ID. It says in 2007, the World Health Organization estimated that 5 to 10% of all transplants worldwide use organs from the black market. However, with a growing and aging global population, the globalization of unhealthy lifestyles, and increased mobility, the actual number could be higher. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dan on Long Island. What's up, Dan?
Oh, morning, boys. How are we?
Great.
Good. So, in referencing the other caller that said, the hospital, the hospitals aren't in on it. It's an issue. Well, follow the money, as with all things.
Okay.
And Medicare reimbursed $1.6 billion with a B dollars for organ harvesting in 2016, 10 years ago. And as we know, over time things get cheaper. So I'm sure that number's nowhere near what it was in 2016 today. Have fun.
Wait. Okay. I'm going to hit you with this, and I'm going to hang up, let you guys discuss, because I will not be taking follow-ups. In 2016, Medicare played a significant role in the organ transplant system by reimbursing a substantial portion of organ acquisition costs. So it sounds like the government just helped fund the system of getting organs to people who needed them. There's at nowhere in this explanation for what Medicare and the government was doing does it say anything about harvesting. They were not giving the money to organ harvesting.
Okay, I guess Google's not letting you in on the truth.
Ooh.
Yeah, look who runs Google.
Yeah.
No, you're right. And nobody that I knew uses Google, especially their AI assistant, every single fucking day of their life.
Well, you were asking me yesterday about something stupid that had nothing to do with this.
I see.
This is like major stuff. You were asking Troy.
Where would you go for major stuff?
Not just like what does Google say?
Right. Where would you go, Troy, for major stuff? Because Google, if Google's not to be trusted, where would you go?
Probably DuckDuckGo.
And you know that's giving you the truth when you turn on Z100 and it says, "Welcome to the Elvis Duran Show from the DuckDuckGo studios."
I wouldn't be surprised if Elvis is part of Illuminati.
Probably DuckDuckGo. They don't have as many trackers. George in New York. What's up, George?
Oh, hey, morning, guys. I called a short while ago. I work in transplant in the area, but just want to offer 2 more points just in listening to
I love it because he's like, I'm being driven crazy by your conversation.
I can't take it anymore. but just 2 things. An organ isn't just an organ, right? It's not just a piece of tissue. It's full of cells that evoke an immune response. So you have to match very carefully an organ to a patient, and that's a painstaking process to ensure you don't get rejection or other complications, right? So
but George, what about what Wheezy said about the cannibals?
He makes a good point.
Yeah,
that's the thing, though. He's soon to unearth our misdeeds, and then the other thing, of course, is transporting the organ, caring for it, right? Reducing the ischemic time, the cold time, the time on ice, and then obviously care of the patient after. You need thousands and thousands of people to do a single organ transplant. So,
George, I was just thinking of you dropping all this information and just picturing Travis and Troy together going, bullshit.
Snooze fest.
Thank you, George. What's exciting about that? That sounds like Google shit to me.
You don't need thousands of people for one transplant.
No?
An igloo cooler.
Yeah, an igloo cooler and an airplane.
He's counting all the people that make the cooler.
Oh,
yeah, he's counting all the factory workers and everything, the CEO of Igloo.
Yeah, whoever goes to get the ice.
That's right. That's right. He's counting the guy at the 7-Eleven who sold you the ice. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. You know?
Yeah, come on.
We know George is on the take.
Knock it off, George.
Knock it off.
I love that. George, you sound dumb. Anyway, Wheezy, what were you saying about the cannibals?
Yeah, Wheezy, what else you got to say?
Really is a huge problem with where we're at as a country. Andy in South Carolina.
Hey, how's it going, Sam?
I mean, good, but not good.
I completely understand. Off the top, I want to apologize. It's been a while since this happened, but I think I may have misspoke.
Oh no!
My call.
No, because
that's on me.
This sounds like what I read. I was like, oh boy, here's another call that's going to compliment Travis and Troy.
I mean, I know Andy's MO at this point.
No, I don't think so. It says here.
I mean,
it says here.
Yeah, he already apologized.
It says here.
Yeah, Troy, that's on me.
Yeah.
That's entirely on me. That's not reflective of your gullibility or easily trickedness.
All right,
or
I'm going to remember this next time you call. I'm going to remember this.
Troy, you say that every time, and then I just want to put it in the number. Let's not go through this. I thought we left this behind in 2024.
Andy,
I thought we left this behind.
Andy, this is the last time you're going to get through.
No, don't be like that.
Troy, do I need to send you the clip of 20 minutes into the first show of the year?
Don't be like that. Also, Andy's good at playing the long game, where he will lure you into a sense of self-confidence over the course of months, only to betray you again.
I don't call from a different number.
Yeah,
I would wager that Andy could get through next hour.
I believe that he could get through today. I don't even like taking calls from the same people in the same show. George got through. I think Andy could get through again.
Sam, can I get to my original point real quick? I know it's your show, but
yeah, please. I'm curious.
Perfect. I was just wondering, did Travis go to sleep, or did he get up early to start drinking?
I smell it. By the way, Andy, I want to tell you something. From any other caller, Troy would have laughed. He would have said, "Oh, good one." But from you, he's looking at me stone-faced. Like, that wasn't funny. That was stupid.
He's like, Travis is sober.
Yeah, that's so. Travis didn't drink.
Cold. Sober as a judge.
Sam, can I try to get Troy back on my side real quick before I hang up?
Absolutely.
So Troy's not completely wrong. Like, I think this overarching theme that we're just throwing organs in styrofoam coolers and then sending them off to the rich and famous is absolute bullshit.
Oh.
But, I mean, the system around Medicare and all that stuff does make bad shit happen. Like, there's a big famous story in Chicago years ago where a doctor was performing millions upon millions of dollars of unnecessary heart surgeries on patients just to collect the Medicare payments. So the system's corrupt. The system is fucked up. It's just not in this movie way that Troy sees when he watches PBS movies in Florida.
Okay, so
Movies.
Okay, you're so upset.
PBS movies.
Okay, thank you, Andy. I didn't notice that you said it in a weird way, but I don't notice everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff in New York. What's up, Jeff? You there, Jeff? I mean, look, we don't have time for
That's
it.
a bummer for you.
The call said he wanted to stick.
Finally, a good one.
He wanted to stick up for Troy snoozing. Yeah, no, I think going forward, you got to pay attention to organ donating, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Organ donations.
I thought everybody knew this.
I didn't know. Nobody had told me.
I
They
can't
didn't tell me
believe
when
it,
I checked the box. They said it'd be a very helpful thing. But who's they?
Yeah, helpful for who?
Okay, that's a great point.
You asked no questions.
The cannibals. I didn't think it was a cannibal scenario until I heard from Wheezy. And I'm going to ignore the doctors, paramedics, and nurses that called. And I'm just going to kind of, I think, stick with Wheezy on this one. Okay, Jeff is back. Troy made sure of that. I think he wrote down the number and called him himself. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, I don't get to listen. This is the first time, long time. I listen every day, but I usually have to listen on relay because around work I can hardly listen live. I've been stewing since last Thursday because poor Troy goes through all this work on himself to be compassionate, and then he's showing pictures of Mr. Toots, and then Nicole goes, "I'm good on Toots." I was fuming.
Oh.
She dropped a lot in my book, and I love you guys. So a little bit about me. I drive a 1917, I don't know, I was going to say a Puma line, but I screwed it up.
Okay, I like that. I liked it. Okay, Jeff.
Mike Montone for president, and I'm out.
All right, thank you, Jeff. You get credit for trying. I like a Puma reference. That's funny. But, yeah, I had forgotten about that Nicole, because
that was fun.
She would have hated the Pet Gala segment yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you... Were you
She doesn't
offended?
have any pets, right? Maybe she doesn't like animals.
No, she has pets. Remember, she killed the dog, and then they got a new one?
Oh, that's why she killed her dog. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. She's like, go play with those coyotes over there. What do you mean? What do you mean it didn't come back?
Oh, well.
That's the way that went.
Time to go home.
Yeah.
Killed it good. Real dead.
Oh yeah. Pieces. Yeah. No, I think
that was kind of fucked up.
It was.
Because, I mean, you showed her like 2 pictures.
And they were really cool AI photos of Toots.
And she's like, I'm good on Toots.
I'm good on that.
Who the fuck are you?
And I was just kind of like, okay, like, I'm not going to get shitty about this, but like...
But you felt that
but
way.
real talk, it's like, shut up. Enjoy this with me.
That's what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Like, who wouldn't enjoy this? That's a beautiful cat.
It's a beautiful cat, and these are funny AI photos.
Right, and you love AI.
Love AI.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm thinking, right, because when I think about the organ donations and all that, I start thinking about, people have a living will. They get that living will where it tells people, do you have a living will, Travis?
I don't. And you know what? I often think to myself, like, we really should.
You should.
Like, joking aside, like, it's really not smart that I don't.
Right, because then somebody else, you're Terry Schiavo over there, where it becomes like a thing. You can just be like, yeah, we got it done early, just like to have it, just so it's on the record. I think there are some people that, go into the organ donation thing. They go, no, if you have a living will, they'll try to kill you.
Yeah, it's another thing.
I mean, James in Long Island. What's up, James?
Hey, how's it going, guys? So, Sam, love you guys, love the show.
Yeah.
I am an organ recipient.
Yes.
So I want to say, and I work with a company called Live On New York, and they get about 70 to 80% of the organs, downstate from Albany to Montauk. And I just want to say thank you, Sam, because you saved somebody. You're going to save somebody's life.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need it. I don't need it anymore. I used it. I don't need it. I don't need it. What am I going to do with it? Get buried with it? I don't need it anymore.
They don't let you die. They don't let a person, like, there's a big myth I hear all the time. Oh, if I'm an organ donor and they see me, struggling, I may die if I'm in an accident. They're not going to take your organ to save somebody else's organ. People say that all the time.
Right.
They're like, oh, yeah, let's save, so you did a great thing, man. You saved a life today. So thank you so much.
See? Thank you, James. I wish I.
Yeah, you didn't save any life. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna.
Not today.
At some point. At some point I will. And you won't. So how does that feel? Selfish? Okay?
My body, my choice.
Yeah.
Okay, selfish. Nobody wants your bullshit anyway.
And whoever gets your organs all of a sudden is going to start loving men in bikinis.
They don't wear. I told you it's not a bikini cut.
Like
it's not a bikini. The bikini cut comes up way high. It's not a bikini cut. But I'm not getting into that again. It's not a bikini, and you know that, and you say that.
Well,
but
they call it trunks, but it's a bikini.
No, because you know that because a bikini comes up the thigh.
I mean,
Like when you say, like, oh, I'm going to wear my swimming trunks, it's a bikini. We know that. Yeah.
It's not. So, yeah, you have to figure out if you're going to be an organ donor. You have to figure out your living will. That's a living will is when you say in advance, like, look, pull the plug. Do not just leave me as a vegetable on this feeding tube forever. Because if it's not there, then your next of kin start like arguing about, no, he would want this. No, he would want that. It's like, no. Mine, it's like, pull it. Like, done. We're good. And I didn't realize they're going to have to update this a lot because I want something. And I might go to my attorneys, might meet them in the Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
Might get that chicken croissant.
Powerade.
Grab a Powerade because I'm sure I'll be dehydrated and go, guys, we need to update this living will. Because I want something in writing. I want to say it on the record right now. When I am dead and in the ground, don't fucking AI me. Okay? Don't AI me. I'm done. You've gotten all I have to give at that point. Once I'm dead, I've given all there is for me to give. I understand there's plenty of my voice out there. There's plenty of my face out there, unfortunately for some, that like you could AI me to the moon. Don't do it.
What if Triple H wants you to like host WrestleMania 89?
I think that's in the contract. I think he can.
You better put in some clauses.
Yeah. I think I've already signed my AI life rights away. I don't know. But I don't want it. I don't want it because I've seen that episode. I can't tell you how often I read these news articles and I go, I've seen this episode. Don't do it. Apple comes out, he's like, look at our new headset, look at our new goggles. You can raise your kids with goggles on and they'll see a mirror image of your eyes, but not your real eyes. I go, I've seen this episode. Don't do it. So there's this terribly sad story. Where was it? In Arizona, I think? Right? Is that right, Mike? I saw you nodding.
Yeah?
I think it's in Arizona. And this veteran is the victim of a road rage incident and ends up getting shot and killed by this dude. And the trial has been going on for a while. And it's, he's up on manslaughter charges. And they go, well, what we need to do, and they've been collecting evidence, and I feel for the family, right? I feel deeply for the family that has to work so hard just to get justice for this terrible thing that's happened. But then they decided, and this feels very slippery slope to me. Like frozen over 90-degree angle slippery slope. Like you are falling fast. They had this veteran, they AI'd him so that he could give his own victim statement even though he's passed on. So it's an AI image of him. And it's like and it's such a confusing thing because I guess his his niece and nephew or whoever it was.
I think it was his sister that wrote the script.
No, the kid, okay. the sister's kids were like, "Oh, I'm so glad I got to see our uncle again." You didn't. And it's like, you didn't, dude. No. Like, this is what people really need to wrap their heads around. Everything in life is built to be temporary. This is not supposed to be a forever thing.
Not McDonald's cheeseburgers.
McDonald's cheeseburgers are built to be a forever thing. But everything else, and that's why, by the way, they're so, I don't know about those. Go ahead.
Walmart ice cream sandwiches.
Ooh, do those stay forever?
You can nuke them. They're fine.
They don't melt.
They don't melt at all. It's like a Willy Wonka thing.
I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah. There's videos all over.
Okay.
Microwave a Walmart ice cream sandwich.
I'm on it.
Yeah, you're good to go. It'll still have a chill to it. They don't lose their form. No, but like human existence. is meant to be finite. We are meant to be here and gone. And sometimes it's extremely unfair. We don't get nearly the amount of time that we should get. We don't get nearly the amount of time that we thought we were going to get. It gives our loved ones this incredible sense of loss that, of course, nobody wants to feel. But you're supposed to feel it. You have to feel it. It is, I believe... Yes, it's part of life. That's the whole thing. That's why we enjoy life as much as we're supposed to enjoy it, because it's going to go away. That's why you enjoy the people that are in your life as much as you're supposed to enjoy them, because they're going to go away. It's all going to be done. Okay? And now they're going like, well, what if it wasn't? No. What are you talking about? This was created in a certain way, right? There's a rhythm to all this. But wouldn't it be nice if? Yes, I saw the episode. It was terrible. This is so close to being like, well, we can get you video messages. We get them for the court. We could also get them,
Yeah, you can just keep talking to your
for your
loved
iPad.
ones forever.
Send us the emails. Send us all his emails. You mean like the episode of Black Mirror?
I've seen the episode.
I saw it. And this is when you upgrade to the mannequin that looks like him too, and you got to keep him in the basement. And he's kind of annoying, and you're over it, and you're ready to move on now. But he's just hanging in your basement all the time. Wasn't he the kid from Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Ron Weasley upstairs. I can't get rid of him.
I mean, that's a bummer for anyone.
Yeah, I've moved on. And Ron Weasley is just hanging up upstairs. I mean, it's.
I've seen this.
Don't you think we're heading into like really strange, like when you say like end times, like don't you think we're kind of walking into that where it's just things are going to get so bizarre with being connected to computers and AI, and you take your essence and put it into a computer and then you live forever, and like don't you think this isn't what humanity is, the plan for humanity?
I think that we are hitting a crossroad for sure. I think we're getting to this point where like we're going to have the choice of either you guys got it, it's time for the robots, or humans going like, let's try to hang on to whatever's left of humanity.
I know what we're choosing.
We already chose it.
I mean,
you got this guy over here saying, I love AI. And then he's like, don't you think this is wrong?
I mean,
but see, I don't care. Like it does. Again, like I don't have children, so it doesn't affect me the way it does you guys.
Well, I mean, what about us? We're your friends.
Well, I love
you're going
you guys.
Fuck, no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Because you're going fuck it. and fuck those guys' kids. That's what you're saying.
No. You're saying fuck them kids.
No.
Fuck them kids.
I'm not saying fuck the kids. I'm not saying fuck them kids.
Whoa. Relax.
I'm not saying anything.
You're saying forget the kids is what you're saying.
I'm saying
You're saying Wu-Tang is for the children, not Troy.
Trick love the kids.
And that's right. Trick do love the kids. Not Troy.
No.
He's like, no. Because it's like
He turned that song off.
either I can try to push towards a more human existence for the next generation, or I can get cartoon pictures of my cat.
Exactly.
And that's why we've already made the decision.
That's why they got me. They got me by the balls.
Like, Troy, I want you to know something. Yeah. I know I've been very pro-AI on the show.
Yes.
And I will continue to be pro-AI. But something that may have been lost on you, and I don't know if the listeners are more you or Travis, because I don't think it was lost on Travis. Mm-hmm. I'm generally being sarcastic.
What?
Yeah. And I usually don't admit that. But generally speaking, I was being sarcastic.
You didn't like when I came up with the toy Sam? What about the other? I made you into a bored ape.
That was cool.
That was cool.
And why am I going to tell you this isn't cool? Yeah, it is cool. But also there's a part of me that's going like, ugh. You know what I mean? Oh, boy.
Well, it's here. It's like, well, I could turn you into a bored ape. And it's like, no, if you turn me into a bored ape, you're going to further along AI. It's like that. It's here.
Right.
So I might as well just have some fun and be like, hey, Sam, do you want to know what you look like as a bored ape?
And at the end of the day, forget them kids. Because I got bored apes.
I mean, you're not going to stop it, dude. You're not going to stop technology. People want to push it. They want to create artificial life really bad.
Well, because it's all, given to us on this platform of like, no, this is good.
And it's good.
This is going to help us.
It'll help us.
It's going to make your life easier.
Short term.
5 years later, you look back where 10 years later you look back and you're like, oh,
we shouldn't have done that.
That was a bad idea. That step one, I didn't realize that was step one.
But that means everybody right now would have to slam on the brakes and be like, we are not.
Yeah, it's not happening. I see all those Boston Dynamic videos. It's not happening.
Elon's out here going, you know what's great about the next incarnation of Grok? And I'm like, Grok? He's like, the next incarnation of Grok will be able to answer questions and not even draw from the internet. I'm like, thanks, Elon. Just what I was looking for. That's what I wanted.
So, yeah, you're not going to stop it. So you have to just accept, like, this is where it's going.
That's so passive.
It's so passive.
Well,
and also, like,
Travis, you stop it.
And also, like,
I just don't
use it. How's the biggest, like, conspiracy guy, don't believe everything they tell you guy going, well, you're not going to stop it, so you just have to accept it. But they are hunting us for our organs.
I mean, you don't have to be right about everything.
People are complex, you're saying.
Yeah, people are complex. Troy, you, me, we've never been 100% right.
No.
Yeah. Troy, for the first 30 minutes of this show, dead on balls accurate.
Yeah,
because of him and Wheezy, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you were spitting a lot of truth yourself.
I appreciate you.
Okay. But you're saying now Troy's going off the beaten path? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
this is horrible. When I saw this morning,
I just even looking at the photo, it bothers me.
Yeah, that guy is not able to be in that room that he's in right now. Let's listen to a little bit of it.
Just to be clear for everyone seeing this, I am a version of Chris Pelkey recreated through AI that
Already
uses
hit
my
pause.
picture and my voice profile.
Thank you, Mike. The phrasing of it. I'm a version of, you are not a version of. You are a facsimile. You are fake. You are an animation. Like, if a cartoon was like, yeah, no, I'm a version of Travis. It'd be like, no, you're not. Somebody drew you. You're not a version of Travis. You're not a version of Chris.
Well, I guess a digital version.
You're not a version. Once you start saying versions, it's like, well, it's not him, but it's kind of him. It's a version of
It's an
him.
image of him.
It's a picture. If I show you a picture of Troy, you're like, oh, look, another Troy?
Well,
What are you, an idiot?
It's a digital image of Troy.
Imagine if I was like, look, Troy, this is another you. You'd be like, oh, how'd I get in your phone? Do I move?
What's he doing?
Yeah. If I take a video of you, I wouldn't go, I would say, look, Troy, I have a video of you. Not, look, Troy, this is a video version of you.
Well, you could phrase it that way.
No, you would. If I said there's a video version of you, you'd be like, what are you talking about?
You could say this is a digital image of you.
You wouldn't say it's a digital version of you.
I mean, you're.
I'm not. No. It's very.
That's not a version of anybody. That thing does not have like autonomy. It can't do things.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
It's not a tomato. It's language that is being used to make people comfortable with the fact that this is. You thought he was dead, but there's a different version of him, and then the family can be like, oh, we still have this version of him. No, you don't, dude.
But language switches all the time. So it's just this is the new thing to say.
No, it's not. It means the same thing.
Says who?
Everyone. Literally everyone. Nobody is saying, oh, they just changed what the word version means. Nobody's saying that. And even they're like, no, we meant that this is a different version. This is a new version of him. You get Chris 2.0. That's bad.
Okay.
So bad.
Troy's not worried about it because nobody's going to be interested in Troy Kwan 2.0.
I'd be shocked if there was.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I got this AI version of me. It's just going to sit there.
Oh, please. If I outlive Troy, I'm going to make AI Troy do fucked up shit.
Oh, yeah. He's going to say,
look at this version of Troy.
What?
Oh, yeah. You know what? He's going to be a
butt stuff.
No. I'm gonna torture AI Troy. I'm gonna make him go like, all I'm trying to do is what the government wants me to do. He's gonna have an I Heart Fauci shirt on. It's gonna be
This version of Troy is wild.
Yeah,
Look, that's
masked.
this version.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be masked up. He's gonna be like, he's gonna have a Newsom sticker.
Newsom for prez.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's gonna have one of those cat hats on. Oh yeah, it's gonna get rough for AI Troy. You're gonna be happy you're dead.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
I'm gonna ruin what's left of the memory through AI, and then I'm gonna go like this. No. He would want it this way. He said we can't change it, so you might as well do it. He'd be happy.
I'd be fuming.
Well, guess what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and you deserve it.
Oh.
I'm gonna cut your beard off too on the AI version.
What?
Yep.
Hey, you can't stop it.
You can't stop it, so I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
All right, let's hear a little more.
I was able to be digitally regenerated to share with you today.
Okay, again,
But here is
digitally
insight into who I
regenerated.
actually
That's language that is being used to convince people that you're being reborn.
You haven't been regenerated.
No regenerated.
This is just a digital image.
It's a really good cartoon.
Yeah.
It's a very good Pixar. It's like if, like, you know, if, like, Tim Allen was like, luckily, I'm an astronaut. And they're like, you mean there's a picture of an astronaut that you're doing the voice for? No. I'm an astronaut. My name's Buzz. Go ahead.
Really was in real life. Take a look.
All right, I'm Chris Pelkey. I served
And then he
with
goes
the
back.
United States Army.
Yeah, he goes back and he shows clips of who he was. Which, by the way, I mean, I do like the idea of showing clips of who this guy was so people can understand, like, this was a guy who loved his family. This was a guy a terrible thing happened to. All for it. But the idea of, hey, good news, there's a new version of me, is terrible. Go to the news story of it, because the news story I felt like gave me a full-fledged. You can start from the beginning, honestly, because I was watching the whole thing. If you go back to the beginning, it gives like kind of a full-fledged version. Where I also feel like the news doesn't know whether to cover this as a good thing or a bad thing.
No,
because like it's being used for a good cause,
I guess.
And they're kind of Troy-ish in the sense that like. They don't want to.
Is it being used for a good cause? Like, did this really matter?
The judge said it did.
Well, the judge is an idiot.
Well,
I mean, just look at the facts of the case.
Well, the problem is the result. It resulted in something good. It resulted in this guy who did the manslaughter. He did a manslaughter. Going to jail.
But he was going to go to jail either way. He was already found guilty.
He went for a longer period of time.
Maybe. Do we know that? Do we know that the judge decided to give him that extra year or whatever?
He said he loved it.
He did.
He said mainly it was because of that.
Yeah, I think it was the Honorable Judge Kwan.
That was fucking awesome.
That was great.
I love that.
100 years.
We're not going to stop it, so we might as well enjoy it. Let's listen to this.
Chris Pelkey was shot and killed in a road rage incident. This happened in the fall of 2021. The shooter was just sentenced this month. But ahead of that sentencing, an AI-generated version of Chris Pelkey gave a victim statement, who forgave the shooter. Stacey Wales has plenty to remember her little brother by.
This is his dress uniform.
But she'd trade it all to have Chris Pelkey back.
Trying to make this come to life and to lift him off the page in the best way that we could that's available to us now.
Pelkey survived multiple overseas
it's so
tours
tough
in the
because
military.
I feel for her. I feel for the sister. Like, I get where she's coming from. She's dealing with tremendous grief. It's a terrible thing to happen to anybody. So I'm not even sitting there casting blame on her. And when you're feeling that kind of grief and also looking for justice for your family, you're going to stop at nothing to get justice. All I'm saying is take out the emotion and go like, look at what's happening. It's bad. It's not good. I've seen this episode.
And how do we know that he would forgive the guy?
We don't.
We don't know.
We don't.
You're putting words in a dead man's mouth.
That's exactly
Oh,
right.
no, he would have done. Would he? How do you know?
How do you know?
Yeah.
Right.
He was never shot before.
Yeah.
I mean,
that guy was a prick, and he shot me.
Can you imagine?
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, Troy, the stuff you and I would make AI Travis say
Why
for
are you
everybody?
bringing it about me?
We just like destroy his memory. It would be terrible for his family. It would
be bad.
Disney
like his family would come to us and be like, "Why are you doing this?" That's the memory of the patriarch of our family. Why would you do this? And we go, "We can't. It's too funny. We can't help
We
it."
can't help ourselves. It's so funny.
Grown up Riley is like, Sam, listen, I know you think this is funny.
It's my father.
That's my dad.
He raised me. He was a great dad. I
And
go,
you'd be
no,
like, yeah,
he
but
said in the
that's
tape he's a bad dad. I was a terrible father.
I was an alcoholic. I was abusive.
He wasn't like that. He didn't do any of that. That was like a joke on the show, and now AI Travis is saying this, and all the humor's lost. I go, no. Troy and I laughed a lot.
Let everybody know I was in the closet the whole time.
Yeah, like, you can't do that. You can't. I got to get my living will updated now.
Oh, yeah. And you need
Now.
to put it on video, too. Like, this is me, Sam Roberts, saying this.
You know why I'm not putting it on video? They'll AI it.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
They'll
take
fuck you
that
that
video
way.
and
They'll fuck us that way. No way, dude. No way. We're screwed. What can we do? Nothing.
Now you sound like Troy.
Yeah,
Well,
you can't stop it.
just buckle up. Buckle up. Hope you like that episode because we're doing it.
Yeah, here we are.
Ron Weasley's going in the attic. Go ahead, Mike.
Back home in November of 2021, he was leaving a church softball game when he was killed in a road rage shooting at Germain and Gilbert Roads in Chandler. His family endured a grueling legal process, 2 trials over 3.5 years. Last week, Gabriel Horcasitas was convicted of manslaughter. Before sentencing, 49 victim statements were shared. Stacy spent 2 years working on hers.
All I kept coming back to was, what would Chris say?
As a tech-forward family, Stacy and her husband Tim worked regularly with artificial intelligence. So Stacy suggested letting AI generate a victim statement directly from the victim through modern tech beyond the grave.
It became so real that I broke down in tears.
Tim prompted AI with old video, audio, and a good photo of their brother. It took a few days. Their victim rights attorney, Jessica Gattuso, was reluctant at first. Is this even legal?
Our law in Arizona says that victims can give their victim impact statement they have the discretion to choose how they give their victim impact statement. And this is how they chose to do so. So yes, it's absolutely legal.
Here's Chris in a real recording before his death.
Just like Jesus says, love God and love people.
And here's the AI version forgiving the shooter, scripted by Stacy.
It is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances. In another life, we probably could have been friends. I believe in forgiveness and in God who forgives. I always have, and I still do.
I love that AI.
What?
Thank you.
That's the judge.
The state asked for 9.5 years. The judge gave 10.5 for manslaughter.
Pause,
we
Mike.
asked the Arizona.
The judge said, I love that AI. That was the judge who said, I love that AI. That really was. That sounded like you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very cool. What else could you do?
The mouth moves with the words. That's crazy.
Can you make me into a board ape?
I have this cat.
We're going to take a 15-minute recess. I have to download ChatGPT.
That judge is going to be in his court. We're not going to get anything done in Arizona because the judge is just figuring out prompts in his quarters. Judge, you got to get back on the bench. No. I'm in my quarters figuring out prompts.
Hunky judge.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Look what it did to my cat.
My cat is wearing a judge's robe.
I love that AI.
I love this. I love that AI. And he did. He gave him another year. The state asked for 9.5 years from this guy who did the manslaughter. And they gave him 10.5 years.
One for AI.
Well, I mean, the judge said, I love that AI. And then they said they gave him 10.5 years. So if I put all the pieces together, it sounds like it was mainly from the AI. But
49 victim statements and you still got to do that? 49. And the sister worked 2.5 years on hers.
I feel for the sister, man.
Yeah, of course. But then they're like,
but
you know what, that might not be enough.
You can't tell me Jesus would be like, oh, well, what would be great is if we could have them do AI after they're dead. No. Like, that's not...
I don't think Jesus cares about that.
What are you talking about?
He cares about AI?
Jesus? Why wouldn't he?
You're playing God. You're literally playing God.
Well, he doesn't. That the victim made a statement for the victim.
You're creating life after it's gone.
Well, he said he forgave him. Jesus forgives.
He didn't say that.
Wait. Jesus forgives. That guy maybe not.
And by the way, he didn't say that.
Yeah, no, he didn't say that.
He said it in before.
No, he didn't. That was a script that his sister wrote.
No.
Oh, he's talking about the video, though.
The video before. He said he was a Christian.
Which he did.
Jesus would forgive.
Yeah, but then he said he forgave the shooter, and he didn't say that.
Yeah, he did not say that he forgave the shooter.
I think if you could ask the guy in his beliefs, he probably would say.
Oh, you think that? Oh, perfect then. Let's go to print with it.
All right, you got it right.
I mean, you don't know. Things change. Opinions change.
Yeah, I forgive everybody except that asshole who shot me.
Until it happens to me and he murders me.
Bro, I forgive and forget a lot. I don't hold grudges at all. If somebody shot me, I'd be furious.
Yeah.
Furious.
Super pissed.
And I want you to look at me in the eyes. I don't know what you're planning. If I'm just going to say somebody, even if they're my friend, if I'll just say somebody, Travis, put this on the record.
I'm listening.
Bearded or not.
I don't know why you got to say that.
Shoots me.
Oh, who's going to shoot you?
I'm going to be pissed. Don't think I'll forgive. Okay? Don't go like, yeah, I'm going to shoot him because eventually he'll forgive me. I won't.
What if you're out hunting with Stone Cold and he accidentally mistakes you for an antelope?
There you go. See?
These are things that happen.
That's
a total
mistakes
accident. Mistakes are mistakes. I would go hunting with him again if he would like to.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, he killed. Wow.
Yeah, he killed you.
Honestly,
and he goes, "God damn."
I'm racking my brain.
Killed Sam.
I should have killed Sam.
I am racking my brain for a better way to go, and I can't figure one out.
I mean, if your last memories are hunting with Stone Cold, there's worse ways.
We're both wearing bright orange like Bobby Bacala.
Yeah.
I can't think. I'm racking my brain for a way I'd rather go.
You're out there on a boat, and he's like chugging beers and like slamming them together on a boat, on a fishing boat.
Yeah, he would, and we just keep playing his music because he's like, normally I wouldn't, but with you, I like it.
Yeah. And then he's swinging the gun around. You're like, no, Stone Cold.
Oh, it's like.
But I'm kind of laughing too because it's kind of cool.
It's like how Cliff Booth killed his wife in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we're on the record that if that happens,
you can AI me saying
we
Stone
can
Cold
AI
still rules.
at Stone Cold's trial.
Yeah, it'll be the opposite of this. I'll be the defense. Your Honor, the victim would like to speak.
And he actually recorded this before he died.
Yeah. The victim would like to speak. On behalf of the defendant. You mean on behalf of the state? No, the defendant. Why did you AI him in a Stone Cold vest? That was based on a picture of him wearing a Stone Cold vest.
Yeah.
He liked his Stone Cold vest.
Loved it. He actually wore it multiple times.
Yeah, exactly. There were sweat stains on it.
All right, so outside of that scenario, though, do not AI Sam.
Okay. But if you guys ever, after I was passed, if you guys ever came on here and go, oh, Sam wouldn't forgive Stone Cold, you'd know you were lying.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I don't think you guys would ever do that to me.
Never. We wouldn't know. We know
Thank
better.
you. Thank you.
Plus, he would have a lot of public support.
Stone Cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he killed you?
And honestly,
there would be a lot of public support.
Even if I was like a vegetable, like somehow survived.
Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, I would probably be on the pro Stone Cold side of it too. Like, no, I get it. And plus, he's like a real one too. He was actually out hunting and everything.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's not just a gimmick.
You think Stone Cold would go full Luigi?
No, I mean, he
Like
would have the public
response to
support.
him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think so. I think you're right.
I think there's a few people in this world that would get the Luigi support. And Stone
Austin's
Cold's
one of them.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish up this news story.
The Supreme Court about the general use of AI in courtrooms. Justice Ann Scott Timmer said AI has great potential, but also risks if misused. For the Pelkey family,
I'm glad they really took a
found
stance on
justice
that
That's
one.
all
and a
anybody's
measure
saying.
of peace, especially after one of Stacy's children reacted to seeing Uncle Chris one more time.
Mom and Dad, thank you so much for making that. I needed to hear from Uncle Chris one last time.
But you didn't hear from him.
And that meant so much. Thank you. And that is not what this was intended to do, but the result of having it be a healing piece for anybody.
I just thought,
Go ahead.
remember the Nathan For You sketch when he had the dead dogs talk to the kids with a poorly animated mouth? I'm in heaven now. I'm dead.
You didn't hear from him.
No, it's the same as...
But if it helps this woman, like, why are you upset about it? You know what I mean?
Because they're like, I needed to hear from him again. You didn't. You literally told a computer what to say, and then it said what you wanted it to say.
But you're mad at her, but she's the one
No, I'm
saying
not mad at her.
I'm not mad at
I'm
her.
saying I totally get it.
I think it's stupid.
It's an emotional response.
Yeah.
But also, like, imagine if I went into courtroom and I was like, if, like, this was you, Troy, and I was like, I have this unflattering parody cartoon of Troy who would like to say something.
I'm dead?
And you're dead.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because I'm dead.
But would the court be like, okay, let's listen to the cartoon?
But if it's like...
Let's hear what the cartoon has to say. No, I did it Simpsons style. I did it South Park style because I'm not good at drawing feet and hands. But yeah, this is South Park Troy.
Same thing.
He'd like to forgive the person. And they go, okay, let's hear. I made him like Terrence and Phillip.
And if you're like this...
I don't mind that you shot me. Ha 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 ha.
I feel like this helped me deal with the passing of my really good friend Troy. People would understand.
But what if the courtroom was like, that was great, I'm glad you did that. That helped.
I love that cartoon.
Like if the court was like, Troy as Terrence and Phillip really helped make my decision here. When people go like, what?
Well, I don't care. I'm dead.
You wouldn't care. No, that is, I'm just glad you're hitting this from a selfish perspective.
Yeah, when I'm gone, I don't give a shit.
You don't? Okay, I'll probably Terrence and Phillip you then.
Well, for sure.
Don't make me say dumb things.
You're going to say dumb things and you're going to do dumb things.
What? So many dumb things. And I'm going to go, by the way, this isn't a cartoon. This is all based on a true story. And
also,
then
he said he doesn't care.
And he said he doesn't care. He said I could do it. Yeah, I'm going to destroy your legacy.
Oh, don't do that.
I am. I'm going to fuck it up because you wouldn't care. Because you are on the record saying I wouldn't care. So just as like for sport, I'm going to destroy your legacy.
Just for something to do on a Tuesday.
Well, what else am I doing?
Yeah.
What else do I have going on right now?
I got you.
Yeah, look, I'm glad that the family has closure. I'm glad that this meant a lot to the family. You know, I feel for the family. I'm glad that the guy got put into jail for even longer. I like that.
Yeah.
But doing it through AI is like, and the courts being like, yeah, this seems fine. And like the Supreme Court taking the ultimate stance of could be good, could be bad.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you, Supreme Court, for weighing in. This is why you are the best of us for figuring this all out.
Yeah, you know what? It's good, but it's also bad.
If it's good, that's good. But if it's bad, that's bad. Oh, okay. Thank you, Judge.
We're so fucked.
Thank you, Judge. Yeah, we're not ready for it. Like, by the way, we're not even built for Twitter. So the idea...
No, we can't even get that under control.
No, Twitter made us all nuts. So the fact that, like, we weren't even ready for Twitter, we're not ready for this. And also, that is, like, the flaw of humans. We were built with feelings. We were built with emotion. So we can this can emotionally appeal to us, and we can go, you know what, because you're right, Troy. You know what, if this is bringing closure... If this is helping the family, then it's really not such a bad thing. And with our emotions, we go, yeah, that's true. But that's because we're not tapped into that logical part that goes, well, wait, how seriously are we taking this? And like, how close does this get to, well, now I can send in all this data and they can formulate a fully formed, you know, ancestor that's now able to talk to us every single morning. We have a picture frame where the ancestor talks to us every single morning. The guy who just died, he's like here saying good morning to us and we come home from school and he talks to us.
Oh, that is not far away. That is
It'll probably be a
very
hologram,
close.
like in the room with you.
It probably, I think it'll be a picture frame because I think it'll be way sooner than having holograms installed.
It's going to be on Shark Tank next season.
Right. Right.
This is why people save voicemails. Just save the voicemails.
Save the voicemails.
Save
Don't.
the
I
text.
have a photo, a talking photo. Look, it's fucked up. I wouldn't do it.
And they're sitting there going like, he's here. It's like, he isn't here, dude. And now you're taking a private company that makes AI.
Don't worry, they're going to secure your data.
You're going to give them all your data. Not only are you going to give them all your data, but you're going to give them the love that you would give your loved one.
Yeah, it's going to be safe.
Totally fine.
You know,
we want your love.
yeah.
You're
We're
giving
gonna
them
give
your
you-
love. That's crazy.
Oh, I hate all this.
I love open AI like I love my mom.
Yeah.
What?
And by the way,
that's because he hasn't watched any of the Black Mirrors.
No, he hasn't watched any of the Black Mirrors, and he absolutely would do it. If there was a company that was like, hey, we can just make tons of videos of Mr. Toots.
He would put Toots in a picture frame.
Of course he would.
Of course he would.
Cat, of course I would.
It's a cat.
It's a cat.
Toots. He's the cutest cat.
We don't have that many close relationships with people.
I know. So I gotta gravitate towards a feline.
Nothing wrong with that.
And by the way, I'm glad you found somebody. I'm happy that you found peace with Toots.
Thank you.
But one day he is going to pass and he's going to be in a picture frame in your living room and he's going to talk to you. And you're going to be shoving eggs into the picture frame because you're going to be fucking
Maybe I'll
crazy.
get him cloned.
Yeah, I bet you will.
You would have him cloned. Remember when everybody...
3 Tootses? Sam, you'll get that real soon.
I know where it came from. Remember when everybody was like, you can't clone the sheep, you're playing God?
Yeah.
And now they're like, yeah, but big deal. You can AI the sheep. That's totally fine.
Oh, bro, we're fucked.
We're totally fucked.
I mean, you wait till they start. It's happening. You don't know, but I bet they're splicing animals together, splicing humans with animals.
Yeah, but pig and elephant DNA just won't splice. That's that old song, right? Got Mike on that one.
Did you catch what he said? He said it's happening. You don't know about it.
I don't know about it.
But they're splicing animals.
They're not worried about splicing animals anymore. They don't need to splice animals. They're just AI them.
And it is true. They're putting animals together.
Yeah, I know.
That's not a conspiracy theory. It's available on Google.
Troy, look at me. I know.
Well, you're starting to know.
That one's on Google.
Hey, better late than never.
So you can trust Google on that one.
Yes.
But the organ thing, you need DuckDuck for.
Yes. Well, yeah, because that's a $1 billion business.
How much are they making on the animals?
Organ? The animals?
Cloning.
Oh, I mean...
That's just for fun. Like, hey, look what we did.
That's not a $1 billion thing.
But that's not something that's like frowned upon. Like people are cloning their animals all the time.
Just left and right.
Yeah, that's a known thing.
Are they making a turducken? Like
You
a
could.
living turducken?
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
You can make a liger.
Ligers are cool.
It's my favorite animal.
I mean, I got a Labradoodle.
Yeah. Same thing. Labrador and a poodle.
Labradoodle.
Boom.
Stan in South Carolina.
So, Sam, what's the difference between in court having a computer animation of an accident. They don't have a video of the accident happening, but that's allowed in court.
Well, the difference is that this is an image of a person that is talking about how they're assessing things that happened after they died.
Right, it's a patchwork of what they said. So they're taking other patchwork of other accidents and putting them together to make a reenactment, a computerized reenactment of the accident. It's not real.
Dude, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I mean, nothing. Stan, I'm sorry. It has zero to do with what we're talking about. There is
absolutely nothing?
Nothing. There's no correlation to be made. It is totally different, other than they're both on a screen. That's the only thing that's the same. And they're not even always on a screen. Sometimes they do reenactments on like a foam board with Hot Wheels. It couldn't be further from what we're talking about. It's so off the road of what we're talking about that it actually ruins the conversation.
Well, that was my point.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Stan.
He's trying.
He was totally off. Had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Okay. It happens. Don't be so critical.
I mean, do they do reenactments in courtrooms, or is that mainly
It's a really dumb call?
This is the worst. I mean, it's like there's a difference between courtroom and Unsolved Mysteries. Robert Stack.
We can get him.
Yeah, one time Roland pitched us Robert Stack as a guest because Unsolved Mysteries was coming back, and we had to unfortunately sit Roland down and informed him that Robert Stack had passed away many years before. He took that tough. You like Robert Stack, right? Isn't he in Airplane?
Of course he was in Airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's
usually all I'd want to do is talk to him about Airplane. But unfortunately, he's gone.
Unfortunately, he's passed on.
He's no longer with us.
No, he is not. No, and it's been some time. But yeah, no, that's where you'll find reenactments generally, Unsolved Mysteries, and on that Fact or Fiction show with the guy from Star Trek,
Captain Rex Kramer.
That's right, from Airplane. Dan in Miami.
Hey, I just wanted to call and talk to Troy. I'm bored, but he didn't really want to talk to me.
Why don't you want to talk to Dan?
Well,
that's what the phone number is for.
Troy's phone number, by the way, if you want to call Troy, 866-969-1969. You can also tap the phone button on the app.
Do you want me to answer that question honestly?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, number one, I'm involved in a live radio show.
Okay. You're at work.
You're having a conversation I'm trying to stay engaged in.
He's bothering you at work.
Okay. I'm trying to answer phone calls so you can put them up on this live show.
Okay.
Oh, he hung up.
And so to just have a conversation with some random guy about my cat,
right?
It's a little hard to do when I'm in the workplace at this time. So if you wanted to take his phone call and bring him on the air, I'd be happy to have that conversation with him.
Okay, you know what? That's a super reasonable way to figure that out. And that's a good way to prioritize things.
So, and he hung up. So I was ready to have a conversation about Toots. Although we'd had a nice, long conversation about Toots yesterday. It was Toots Day yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've,
we covered it.
We covered it.
For a while.
For a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even to the point where, like, I was thinking about bringing the stinger back at the end of the show yesterday, and I was like, we kind of did it.
We did it.
It'll come back up at some point,
So-
not today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
That's why I didn't want to talk about Toots on just a call with this guy.
Totally reasonable. No,
Thank you.
Honestly, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You made the right call.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. I'm glad you explained that to me. Because otherwise it came across very rude.
And I don't want to be rude.
Right. But you're at work.
Yeah.
And like,
I don't call this guy up and be like, hey.
and
good
honestly,
job.
I'd probably be like, why the fuck is Troy just talking to this guy? Like, the phones are ringing. I'm trying to talk to him. I'm trying to talk to everybody in the room. Like, what are you doing, dude?
And you just hear him, yeah, Toots is so cute. You should see him.
I'd be like, what are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
What are you doing? You'd be like, I didn't want to be rude.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, I feel like you're being rude to me. So good. No, I'm glad you made the right call.
Thanks, bud.
You definitely did. We should take a break.
Yeah.
We should take a break. Should clear the field. Did you know? I just heard that this is going to be exciting for you, Travis. You better keep saving that cash.
I mean, I can't move out of this console. I
They
don't want you to see the bottom half of me right now.
they just announced Disney World Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I know.
You know about that already.
Of course I know.
When did they announce it?
This morning.
And you already
Like,
know.
Right before we went on the air.
Easily going to be the best Disney World.
Yeah, you know why?
They put a lot of money into it.
They're not financing it at all.
Disney isn't?
No.
Abu Dhabi's like, we got you?
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
Which is the same thing that...
Shout out to them, by the way.
In Tokyo,
They're
I think it's the Oriental Land Company or whatever.
Okay.
They finance the whole thing. That's why it's incredible over there.
Wow. So, but Disney gets like final approval over
Well,
stuff?
yeah, it's a royalty deal.
Oh.
Yeah. Like Disney Imagineers will be running it or like, helping out with it. But whatever company it is over there, they're financing the entire thing. It will be incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Disney announces
And
new...
nobody knew this was happening.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't heard about it, but I'm not tapped in like that. Disney announces new theme park in Abu Dhabi, in the United Arab Emirates, announced May 7th. That's today. That's when it was announced. It will be the brand's 7th theme park resort and will be located on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
The park will be built. Yeah, there it is. But I can't believe you already know
Yes.
all of this information.
I'm getting text messages.
Morale from your people?
Yeah.
Morale, a destination and experiences company. It is
Works
not
upstairs.
clear. Yeah, that's right. She's great. It is not clear when the park will open, but Disney says the site will appeal to a wide cross-section of visitors. Wow. I wonder how long, because we were
it'll take a few years.
It will, but we were just talking yesterday how quick they got up the Burj Khalifa when,
Yeah,
when the
they're
Burj Khalifa
fast
went
over
up.
there.
Yeah. And they want this. I mean,
it'll be the most modern destination yet, and will be the most tech-forward park.
Oof.
I can't wait.
Located within a 4-hour flight of 1/3 of the world's population. Okay, that's not here, though. The UAE is home to the largest global airline hub in the world with 120 million passengers traveling through Abu Dhabi and Dubai each year. Yeah, that's true. Although, I mean, you got to win the lottery or something.
Who, me?
Yeah, because you want to fly out at least like business class or something.
Yeah.
Those are those cool planes.
The destination will be developed, built, and operated by the entertainment and destination holding company Morale, with Disney Imagineers leading creative design and operational oversight.
You should see if you can get a job as a Disney Imagineer for this.
I'd leave in a minute. Shout out to you guys. I would be a listener.
Do you have any engineering expertise?
That's the thing. At the moment,
right.
I don't.
And you have a weak imagination.
I can't think of anything.
You're just not a creative
I
fellow.
would probably ask ChatGPT for Disney ideas.
Right. Yeah. It'd mainly be like, oh, what if we, instead of doing Splash Mountain, did like that voodoo movie?
Yeah.
And
they'd be like, we did that already.
Oh, okay. What if we built the Haunted Mansion?
Hey, listen, there's no bad ideas, right, guys?
Yeah. What if we did a Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, or we could turn it into Guardians of the Galaxy? They're like, are you just giving us ideas that we've already done?
Oh, it's going to be right against the water.
Oh.
Because it's on Yas Island.
Yas. They're probably going to have the Na'vi represented well.
It's probably going to be a lot of Aladdin.
I mean, listen. They're going to have everything, dude.
Oh, I can't wait.
But do you ever think you get to go?
Nope.
No.
Well, maybe. I mean, I would put it...
Maybe you win a sweepstakes.
I would put it second on my list, probably.
What's first?
Tokyo.
Orlando? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in terms of places that I would want to go.
Because you want to see Tokyo as well.
I want to see Tokyo, and that park looks incredible.
Yeah.
That
would be
attainable.
Huh? Yes, of course it is. That's like
Tokyo's a lot more attainable.
That's a plan that we will do one day. Yeah. But then I would put this at number 2. And like Paris is attainable one day.
Sure.
But that's like a 2-day park.
Paris is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope so. You're going all the way to Paris.
Imagine flying to a whole different country just to see the same bullshit all over again.
Well, no.
That's crazy.
Why.
Dude.
That's
when
why
you put
we
it that
haven't-
way, that's crazy.
Troy, first of all, you're
great.
a real asshole.
Like you fly all the way across oceans to be like, oh, I get to meet Goofy.
Yeah, like imagine me being like, oh, I have to go to Beirut to see Dorney Park. Like, there's another Dorney Park. You're like,
why'd you go to Beirut? Dorney Park? There's a Dorney Park right here. I've already seen that one. I got to see the one in Beirut.
I got to see the one over there.
Yeah, no, you're right. When you put it that way, it's nuts. It's dumb.
Yeah, it's not like that's the only thing I'm doing. Like when we go to Tokyo, like seriously, when we eventually go to Tokyo, it'll be for 2 weeks in Japan, and that will be part of it.
Yeah, I mean, he'll spend a weekend, 6 days in Disney, and then the last day he'll go grab food somewhere.
Yeah,
get on the
like,
plane.
oh, see, I did it.
I did
there's
it.
a statue.
This isn't a Disney restaurant. Anyway, I got to get on the plane.
You know, it's the same bullshit, bro.
Because I would consider that to be a once in a lifetime trip. Like I don't see myself going back to Japan again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same.
And then no, it's not. It's totally different. There's totally different rides.
Mickey
over
Mouse
there.
is different?
The rides are different over
Right.
there.
The ears circle.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, the eyes light up.
Oh,
I got to get a picture
Wow.
I got to get an autograph for that one.
Got an autograph.
That's so stupid.
Do you think I get autographs?
It's a guy in a suit. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and his eyes light up. Okay.
And he's sitting there with signed 8x10s on his wall. What are you doing?
What a fucking turd.
You think I frame my signed 8x10?
8x10.
Would you be surprised if he did?
Not at all. Not at all. To see Travis, like Travis goes around Disney World like a paparazzi at the airport with the 8x10s taped to the cardboard. So he's like, Disney, Mickey, sign. All the little kids have their autograph books, and he's got his 8x10s on a cardboard.
I'm picking up kids and having them.
Oh yeah. Have this sign. He's traveling with all his flattened Funko Pop boxes, so he could have the characters sign their Funko Pops.
And then you think I display them at my house?
100%.
All right, well, you guys can't come over.
100%. Yeah. Well, I don't, and I won't be proving it to you. 100%. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Our 7th theme park destination, it will rise from this land in spectacular fashion, blending contemporary architecture with cutting-edge technology to offer guests deeply immersive entertainment experiences in unique and modern ways. That's what Bob Iger said.
I have no idea, or no doubt that this will be incredible. If somebody else is financing it, it will be incredible. And you know that Abu Dhabi and the United Arab Emirates, they do shit good.
Yeah, they're actively putting tons of money into making it like the best tourist location that you can get to. This will be the best Disney World.
Yeah.
Like 100% it will be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all that different, but it'll be the best.
It's going to be so different. I mean, you guys are big jerks.
Orlando's probably the best.
That's because of the surrounding area, I think. Yeah. They made a whole movie about it. The Florida Project. About how great Orlando is outside of Disney World. Sandy Kane just topless, tanning.
Oh, it's hot.
It's hot. But you are excited.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't, go, okay, I'm going to start saving with the plan of, literally 15, 20 years from now going to Abu Dhabi.
No.
How come?
Because we're more of a fly by the seat of our pants family.
You are?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't start saving for this. There's other stuff to save for.
Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo. Yeah, keep up.
I know, but why would you go to Tokyo if it's not going to be as good as this one?
I know, this is the best one.
It's the best one.
There's other things that I want to do.
Like what?
I just said.
On art? Where is he going to go to an art gallery and buy a post-it sized painting from a stupid movie?
He has a raging addiction that he has to
I don't know.
That costs a lot of money, bro.
Are you saying I can't save for this Disney trip because
you're
pouring him back? Yeah, fly by the seat of our pants. Pisses his pants because he's so drunk.
Tinkling out that money to go to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. His daughter's going to be like, oh, what's my graduation present? And he's like, I drank it away.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. I drank it away.
You gotta get control, bro. You gotta get to Dubai.
That's on me.
all I want is a cricket doll. Remember Cricket? All I want is Cricket, the talking doll. And he's like, wow, I was gonna get it for you, but I drank the money away.
Yeah, I have a problem.
Maybe you think that's what?
Daddy has a problem.
That's why he already because I'm sitting there going very logically. If you plan 15, 20 years, and just a little bit.
Yeah, put a tiny bit of your paycheck every paycheck. Just put it aside for this.
Of course, that's not out of the question. Of course.
But he couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it.
Well, because I would see that.
Well, you break
extra
glass.
Money.
He'd break glass in case of emergency.
I gotta go to the bar.
That's right. That's right. That's enough for a bottle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is enough, sir. It's not enough. You have to leave. Come on, you know I'm good for it. You know I'm good for it. Yeah, that's tough, man. Just drinking next to his Tinkerbell statue.
You think I bring it to the bar?
Tinkerbell?
Yeah.
Would you be shocked?
Not at all.
Nothing would shock me with you at this point.
Not at all. He just stares at the Tinkerbell statue and he drinks and he cries because he knows he's thrown it all away. Yeah. All he wants to do is meet Tinkerbell in Abu Dhabi. He wants to go get a picture with Tinkerbell in Abu Dhabi.
He needs Tinkerbell's autograph so bad.
He does.
There's a place on his wall.
He's got an unsigned 8x10. All he needs to do is get that signature, and he can't make it out there because he doesn't have the discipline because he's got a demon on his back.
See, what you got to do is you got to get in with Mickey. You got to start your Mickey Mouse in Orlando. Right? Get in with the company, and then you're already in.
You're saying play Mickey Mouse, put the pants on and everything.
Put the pants on.
Yeah.
Become Mickey Mouse, and then when it opens, be like, hey, can I transfer?
Yeah. Yeah, my dad made a lot of money that way. You know, he was working in advertising, not as a Disney character.
Of course.
But he would go open new branches globally. You know what I mean? He'd go move here, he'd go move there. That's your next move.
I don't know why I didn't think of any of this.
Yeah. He used to go be like, I'll be a cast member here, going like, oh, by the way, little cost of living increase. I'd love to go be a cast member in Abu Dhabi. And then your family would be like, where are you going? And you're like, oh, sorry, I didn't tell you guys.
I'm glad you guys are just here looking out for me.
Yeah. I think we figured it out.
Yeah.
Disney said the new park will mark a milestone in the industry. That is possible that it could be like, especially if they're building. That's the other thing to keep in mind. They're building the theme park from scratch. Like
you got a blank canvas.
Right. No matter how good technology is right now, in all the Disney parks, you're still building off of technology from years and years and years ago. And it's not like you can just bulldoze classic rides and build from scratch because people will be upset.
Yeah, they do it sometimes and people are upset.
People hate that.
Yeah.
You know?
This is going to be great. Troy, you want to come with me?
To Dubai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that.
Sure. All right. You're not invited.
Cool.
Thanks,
I'm going by myself anyway. Big deal. Troy, you want to come with me?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going before Travis, just so you know.
Oh, good.
Okay.
He'll be so jealous.
Yeah, he will. We'll take pictures of Tinkerbell. Although maybe you don't need a technology upgrade, because sometimes I go into that haunted mansion and I look at those paintings extend.
I don't know how they do that.
I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
That
technology is like 60 years old.
And I'm like, are we underground right now? Did we just go underground? This is crazy what's happening here. All right. All right. Now that we've gotten to the bottom of that, we will take a break. Much to discuss. Stay right there. We'll be back.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
The #1 pro wrestling show on the planet, Busted Open, is now on Faction Talk, Channel 103. This is Dave LaGreca. Hear me alongside my rotating cast of Hall of Famers and pro wrestling legends every weeknight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Faction Talk. A daily breakdown of everything going on in the world of pro wrestling and a ton of laughs along the way. It's Busted Open, now, weeknights at 9 p.m. Eastern on Faction Talk, Channel 103, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Dance your way into the Kiki Lounge. Sing your heart out to the classics. Or discover a new obsession. All handpicked by me, Andy Cohen, on my very own music channel. Whether I'm chilling or turning up, the Kiki Lounge is the soundtrack to my life. Andy Cohen's Kiki Lounge, channel 302, and at home with the SiriusXM app on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet-connected devices.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, there was a time where there was a stigma around therapy, and I'm so happy that that stigma has been broken. We all kind of know. Maintaining your mental health is just as important as maintaining physical health. That's what BetterHelp is great for. But there's still progress to be made. 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey say they've avoided seeking mental health support due to fear of judgment. We're not judging anybody here. This Mental Health Awareness Month, let's encourage everyone to take care of their well-being and break the stigma. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient. Easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. We're all better with help. Visit BetterHelp.com/Teft to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TEFFT.
Want to be a real hero to your wife or mom this Mother's Day? Hi, this is Steven Singer. Yeah, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. And I made a special buy of magnificent 2.5 carat genuine AA gem quality blue aqua studs set in 14 karat white gold earrings. They are named Moonlight. These aquamarine earrings are being sold by other jewelers both online and in stores for over $1,000. And you know what? They're worth it. However, as you know, we are manufacturers and sell wholesale direct to the public. And now you can get these beauties for only $248. You heard me right. Pay less than the stores pay for superior quality, real, genuine aqua earrings weighing over 2.5 carats. We have a very limited quantity, so get them fast. Act now and save on a gift that she'll cherish forever. You can't find a better value anywhere. period. Get your Moonlight Aquamarine earrings shipped for free only at IHateStevenSinger.com. Showroom open 7 days a week.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/save. Ethos.com/save.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Ted Danson here, and I want to let you know about my podcast. It's called Where Everybody Knows Your Name, with me, Ted Danson, and Woody Harrelson. We're introducing each other to the friends we've met, and trust me, it's always a great hang when Woody's there.
Listen on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Will Arnett from Smartless, a podcast I do with my pals Sean Hayes and Jason Bateman, with special guests from Howard Stern, Trevor Noah, David Beckham, Kelly Clarkson, and now you can hear every new episode a full week early on the SiriusXM app.
Boogie down the boulevard. Or rock out on Route 66. To the groovy sound of Road Trip Radio's 70s mix. Disco, you know. And the jams you forgot you loved. Road Trip Radio 70s Mix. Listen at home with the SiriusXM app on your phone or on your computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet-connected devices.
How often do you call your mom? Every day? Probably not. Only on special occasions or just once in a blue moon? Hi, it's me, Steven Singer. Yeah, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. I'm going to help you show all the moms in your life how appreciated they are every single day. How? With my brand new limited edition, very special 24-karat gold-dipped, long-stemmed American Beauty Rose for this Mother's Day. And every day. It's named Blue Moon. Picture it, a brilliantly bright blue rose with tiny diamond-like sparkles. For only $79, you get to say, I love you, Mom, and she will admire and enjoy this always. Only Steven Singer Jewelers guarantees these roses forever. A real, long-stemmed American Beauty rose dipped in real 24-karat gold. Give a gift she'll look at and be reminded just how loved she is every single day. Free shipping ends today. We are open 7 days a week. IHateStevenSinger.com.
Honey, I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
You know, my brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos.
I know it's been on our list, but isn't getting life insurance a huge pain? Oh, it's so much paperwork, and you have to go see the doctor. I wouldn't even know where to start.
With Ethos, Dave said it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. Plus, it's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house. He was able to choose an amount that worked for his needs, and Ethos made the whole thing so easy and clear.
10 minutes with no medical exam? Ethos, here we come.
Here's to sleeping better at night.
Help protect your loved ones today with Ethos. Life insurance made easy. Visit ethos.com/save to apply today. That's ethos.com/save.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Hi, I'm Andrew McCollum, the CEO of streaming TV company Philo, and Juicy Reality TV is how I unwind. At Philo, we're all huge TV fans, so we spend all day making Philo the perfect place for people who love TV. No hassles, no contracts, and we never ask you to pay more for things you don't want. Just the good stuff. We have live TV from your favorite channels like MTV, Discovery, A&E, and more. We've got a huge library of more than 80,000 movies and shows you can watch anytime. We give you an unlimited DVR so you can skip all the ads. And we have 24/7 customer service that connects you to a real person in seconds. You might even get me on the line. The best part, at Philo, we think TV shouldn't break the bank. So all of this is just $28 a month when you sign up at philo.tv/Andrew. That's philo.tv/Andrew. Give us a try, risk-free. If you love TV, you'll love Philo.
Oh man, Mother's Day is already on Sunday. Are you ready? Have you prepared? Have you got something that's going to make your mom realize how much you care, how much you think about her? Something that is not just going to last a day, a week, a month, a year. I'm talking about a lifetime. Something with how much in this life anymore has a lifetime guarantee on it? Very little. You know what does? Steven Singer's 24-karat gold-dipped roses, which includes the brand new limited edition Blue Moon 24-karat gold-dipped rose. Perfect gift for Mother's Day. I'm talking about a bright blue rose. I'm talking about diamond-like sparkles. I mean, dripping down this thing. It's a real long stem rose, and it lasts forever. Dipped in 24-karat gold. Mom will be able to look at it every day. Your wife will look at it every day. Give it to every mother in your life. They'll all love it. And the best part about it is, not only can you get free shipping to get it in time for Mother's Day, but you have to do that by 2 p.m. Eastern, by the way. 2 p.m. Eastern today. That's the change. 2 p.m. Eastern today is when you have to order this thing to still get your free shipping, to have it arrive in time for Mother's Day. It'll come in the gift box. It'll come with the personalized card. You will be all set for Sunday. But order by 2 p.m. Eastern today to get free shipping. Don't wait any longer. It's only available at Steven Singer Jewelers. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
Sirius XM Channel 103. Faction Talk.
I was going through some old photo albums recently and found family gold. Photos of my mom from when we were kids, before she had kids. I mean, she looked amazing. So I took photos of the photos. I took them on my smartphone, and then I uploaded them right to my mom's Aura frame, right from the Aura frame app that's on my phone. My mom loved it. You don't have an Aura frame? What's wrong with you? It's the perfect gift. Aura is the Wi-Fi connected digital picture frame that was named the best by Wirecutter and The Strategist. It is the best. It beautifully showcases your photos and videos. It's super easy to use. It's a great way to share your life and your memories with your friends and family, from old baby photos to photos from your recent vacation. Aura also, they have a great deal for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver Matte Frame. That's auraframes.com, promo code FACTION. Support our show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
We're back. The Sam Roberts Show.
Welcome back to Sam Roberts Show. I hope you've been utilizing that SiriusXM app. Search for Sam Roberts Show. You'll be able to hear all the interviews that we've done recently, all the segments that we've done recently, full shows. They're all up there if you just search for them on the SiriusXM app. If you missed our coverage of Mr. Toots' appearance at the Pet Gala, you can listen to it on the SiriusXM app. So, that's not something you want to miss. And, of course, the Not Sam YouTube page is where you can find videos of a lot of the stuff that we do here on the show. I was just thinking that, first of all, before we get to what I was just thinking about, I need an explanation. The big news came out yesterday that the Thunderbolts, this movie that already came out, has changed its name now, even though it's still out in theaters, to the New Avengers.
I don't think it did.
What are you talking about? The whole poster changed. AMC's putting the new posters up. It did.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the official. I think it's just a marketing tactic.
Well, they changed it on all the websites. They changed it on the I think on Rotten Tomatoes.
Did they?
Yeah, they changed it all over the place. IMDb's nuts. They said the Thunderbolt, they ripped off the thing, and they are now the New Avengers, which now I'm trying to figure, I guess this was the plan all along, because it kind of hits like, was this a plan all along, or was The Weeknd not what they thought it was? They got to change the name of the movie now to the New Avengers. Okay. Maybe this was the plan all along, but they didn't want to change it to the New Avengers because I guess that's kind of a spoiler.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want spoilers?
Let me guess.
Go ahead. Are you gonna see Thunderbolts?
There are a group of superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them crack wise at inopportune times. 2 of them are sarcastic.
Mm-hmm.
1 of them serious business. They group together even though they're a bit of a group that you wouldn't think get along.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 2 characters that really don't get along, but somehow they come together even though their powers don't exactly match. They have to figure it out in the face of a big giant supervillain. And at the end, we realized that we're going to need another movie to really figure this all out.
You didn't see the movie?
No. Wow. No. Do you think I should worry about spoilers?
I mean...
And just when we thought the story had been told, right after the credits, a scene popped up that went, oh, another character's on his way.
So, okay. I didn't see the movie. I've heard very good things. I've heard legitimate...
And by the way,
things.
And not only was I hearing it from people I know, I was looking at like comments when they made this thing, made this announcement, and everything I read said that everybody thought the movie was great, and the cast is great. Like, isn't that David Harbour that's in it?
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh is, I mean,
and I hear she crushes it.
Yes, Queen.
Yeah. Yes.
This Florence Pugh can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned.
But apparently,
she was in Midsommar.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, I don't know if
it's a different character.
Okay, I didn't know if that's why I asked.
This is not Ari Aster's Thunderbolt.
That would be fucking great. And they'd be like, oh, we could trust this superhero, right? Let's all put these bear suits on and sit in this tent. Everything will be fine, right? How the fuck did we get here?
But apparently, spoiler alert.
Hit me.
At the end of the credits.
Oh, not the mid-credits
There's a mid-credits scene, I think.
And that's shocking. I can't believe that.
At the end credits, it says Marvel Studios presents Thunderbolts, and then Thunderbolts is crossed out, and it says The New Avengers.
I see. So then they wait a week, let everybody see it opening
and that's
weekend.
Usually, yeah.
And then now it's like kind of safe to do this.
Because people figure like, and the studios, and they're probably right, that like if you haven't seen it in the first 2 weeks, that's on you. We're going to start.
That's fair.
Talking about this. I think it's completely fair.
Especially with superhero movies and honestly, like the marketing of it is that they want people to get back into the habit of seeing these movies in the first 2 weeks. Like it's an event. They want to go back to creating what superhero movies used to be, which is the event screening. You know, everybody has to see it. And I will tell you, I mean, I feel like theaters are coming back between Sinners doing so well, Minecraft doing crazy, and now like, you know, the Thunderbolts, I don't think it did. It didn't do poorly, but it didn't do crazy.
No, it did. I think it met expectations.
And just that.
So that solves the mystery.
The riddle.
Of why Thunderbolts with an asterisk, what that meant.
Oh, because now the asterisk is in front. I thought it was because they were all on steroids.
No.
Oh, I see.
I also read that whatever the post-credit scene is that this happens in is that the Russo brothers directed it because they're directing the new Avengers movies.
And they are the new Avengers.
No. They are the ones that did Endgame and Infinity War.
But when you say the new Avengers movie, are you talking about the movie about the new Avengers or the new movies about the old Avengers?
No, the new Avengers. The new.
What happened to the old Avengers, by the way?
They all died.
All?
Yep.
When did that happen?
Years ago.
Even Spider-Man?
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Poor Tom Holland.
But I felt
that's a lot of superheroes to wipe out. It was most of the good ones. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Most of the good superheroes were Avengers. If you're telling me it's all new Avengers, that's a lot of new superheroes to meet. And I knew most of the old ones. Is Papa Doc Captain America a new Avenger or an old Avenger?
He's new. I heard that movie was not good.
Papa Doc?
Yeah.
Well, that's because Captain America came in and he thought he was going to destroy the bad guy, but then the bad guy just started insulting himself, and Captain America had no defense. He had no idea what to do. Yeah, so I actually, you know what? I wasn't sure exactly what was going on, so I didn't know if I enjoyed this or not. I do enjoy this because
this is good marketing.
It was good marketing. It was very intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I didn't even mention Sebastian Stan. I mean,
he's the man.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like this cast. I like the asterisk thing. I like that it says Thunderbolts asterisk now playing in theaters.
Which is what it's been like for years.
Right.
And nobody knew why.
And now it's asterisk the new Avengers because you're following up the asterisk.
So.
And Barry Bonds is like, for me too. No. Do we get to uncover something fun about my asterisks?
So Thunderbolts is legally still the title of the movie and will remain that way in theaters. But if you try to buy tickets from Fandango or AMC or Regal,
you have to say the name right.
Fandango.
That's much better.
You'll see the New Avengers poster in the app and on the website, but the movie is still called Thunderbolts on the ticket buying pages.
You know what? I have to say, I love it because it's complicated, but it's complex marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that most studios would be like, no, people won't get it. It's too weird. People will be looking for this movie, but they won't be able to find that. Yeah,
I'm taking a swing.
They're taking a swing. They're trying to build the buzz back for Marvel, you know, and I like it. The fact that they waited 2 weeks, which I feel like is just enough time to give you that opening weekend, but then also it's short enough that it is still impactful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they'd waited 5 weeks or like put it out on streaming or whatever, nobody, it would have been like, what are you doing, guys? What are we trying to do here? You can't change the name of the movie now. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And they had the cast like rip the poster and everything. Yeah, okay. All right.
You're good with it.
I'm good with it because I feel like they're doing the work. The superhero movies get under my nerves. Under my nerves. Yeah, it sucks even more. They're poking the nerves from below. The superhero movies get on my nerves when I started to feel like they were just following the formula and doing what they know works and just going with it. Now that they're actually making an effort and going like, no, we're going to do, this is actually cool and hasn't really been done before, I'm good with it. Plus Florence Pugh, David Harbour, Sebastian Stan.
All good.
Et al. all good by me.
I think you got all the names.
I think so. They're the big ones on the poster anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
So they're the New Avengers.
I'm good with it. I'm good with them as the New Avengers. I like Florence Pugh's front and center because I love Florence Pugh.
I guess, another spoiler.
Hit me. I'm not seeing this movie.
Yeah, that's fine. At the end of the movie,
right?
Whoever Julia Louis-Dreyfus plays renames them the New Avengers.
You will be the New Avengers now.
Yeah.
And they're like, cool.
I mean, I'll do anything Julia Louis-Dreyfus says.
That's true. Does she do a dance?
Yes, it was very bad.
Yeah.
And then she's like, who's that kid?
I mean, listen. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I thought had a moment. I was looking at the red carpet for the New Avengers Thunderbolts when it first came out. I think that's what this was. I was looking at the red carpet, and the Rizzler was there. The Rizzler was there dressed up as the David Harbour character. Do we know what the David Harbour character is?
Red something.
Red Dawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Red Dragons.
Red Dragons. She was there. Do you have the footage of her on the red carpet as well? I would love to see that as well. Red Guardian. That's not that great of a name. But the Rizzler was there on the red carpet dressed up as Red Guardian. And I mean, I'm very pro Rizzler. I don't know what it is about this kid.
Is there somebody that's not?
Nicole.
What an idiot.
I should just never.
I know you guys, they were really trying to get me to not say that word as much as I usually do.
I mean, but we're trying to get you to not say that word where it's inappropriate.
Okay. Yeah. We're all on the same page here.
She's like pro Haktua meme coin, anti Rizzler. She just takes
the thing.
She thought it was awesome. She takes the wrong take every time. Yeah, and it's interesting about the Rizzler because there's something about him like every other social media star is annoying. The Boom brothers are annoying.
Oh, they went to Disneyland.
How many booms do they give it?
A lot.
Probably 5.
A lot of booms.
I think 5 is the max. And then, but the Rizzler, not only do I like the Rizzler, I feel like the Boom brothers are like, I want to get the Rizzler away from them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, the Rizzler, you need to be solo.
Absolutely.
You don't need.
Because they're going to be done, and he's just getting started.
He's just getting started. I mean, he's got a world of potential in front of him. Now, I don't know. Once he starts growing a mustache, I don't know.
Hey, guys, it's me, the Rizzler.
Yeah, this is my Rizzler face. I don't think so, buddy. But we're still a long way off. He's only like 9 years old, 8 years old, something like that. So, I guess this was Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who, I mean, I don't know what kind of deal she made with the devil, but
right?
She looks better than she's ever looked. Like, not only, it's one thing to be like she hasn't aged a day. Mm-hmm. This is Benjamin Button. Like, she just keeps. She looked better when she was doing Veep than she did when she was doing Seinfeld. And now that both shows are over, she looks better than she's ever looked. 64 years old.
That's like Marissa
literally-
Tomei level.
Marissa Tomei's the same way.
I mean, you heard Troy.
These things that these
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
I love her.
More now than ever, right?
Selma Hayek.
Oh God, this Selma Hayek.
Great.
They literally, these Beatles, they were singing songs about being 64 like it's the worst thing in the world. Apparently it's not that bad. I don't know, and I'm looking. I don't know if they're on the, I don't know what they're doing. But whatever they're doing, they need to teach a class.
Marissa Tomei's only 60. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is 4 years older than her. And Salma Hayek, I know, she's still in her 50s.
I love that you call her Selma Hayek.
What's her name?
Hayek.
Hayek. Oh, she's 58.
I mean, yeah, she looks great.
She looks amazing.
Smoke show.
Smoke show. Smoking hotties. So I guess is this Julia Louis-Dreyfus? She's on the red carpet and she sees the Rizzler. Okay, let's take a look. This is a moment. This is the type of pop culture crossover that I can get behind. Look at all that glamour. I mean, she knows she's the shit too.
Perfect, right there. They got you, Julia. Don't worry.
She knows she's the shit. She knows she is what it is. Right.
Thank you.
Oh, that was just her taking the photos. As right after that, she gets encountered by the Rizzler, right? And people were obsessed with it because this photo comes out right after where she and the Rizzler have taken this photo together. And it's like, dude, Julia Louis-Dreyfus has been a pop culture icon for generations. Seinfeld,
decades.
Icon, VIP, the Pamela Anderson show.
Tired
Icon.
of dropping your phone or...
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I am. I don't wear a case.
Funny you say that.
I don't have a
That's a good
case on
point.
my phone. I keep dropping it. I'm sick of it.
Before Veep, though, I didn't personally watch it, but The Old Adventures of New Christine was a
People love Old
very
Adventures of
popular
New
show.
Christine. I don't know anything about it, but people do love that show. And then they love Veep. It gave
Veep's hilarious.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. It gave her a whole second run, or third run, or fourth run, whatever run it is. It gave Tony Hale another run.
Yes.
Right? And wasn't Julia Louis-Dreyfus in Christmas Vacation? Wasn't she the neighbor?
Yes,
That
yes.
they said, I don't know, Margot.
Yes.
She was Margot. That's a huge moment. Carlo in Austin. What's up, Carlo?
JLD's titties busting out on the red carpet. I think I almost saw a nipple.
I think so. I think she did it on purpose. I mean, if she's looking like that at 64, I'd be pulling out my titties too. Troy, I know you feel the same way. You pull them out sometimes here.
Oh, yeah. I'm not 64 and I got titties and I'm pulling out, so.
That's right. That's 100% right. So then she's doing press. And of course, it's going to come up that Julia Louis-Dreyfus took a photo with Rizzler, with the Riz God himself. And this is what she had to say about the experience.
Congratulations for meeting the Rizzler last night.
Who knew?
Literally, who knew?
Yeah.
Do you know you've gone kind of like viral for that picture?
I really didn't know that. And no offense to that nice child, but I didn't know who he was. So there you go.
I mean, you guys look the Rizzler.
Yeah.
A word that I've never said out loud before.
That's bullshit, by the way. I'll tell you, I felt two ways about this interview. Number one, somehow, again, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus even more. She's not being disrespectful, but she does live the type of life where she did not know who the Rizzler was. And I like that she goes, that was a very nice child, but I did not know who that was.
And that's understandable. She doesn't know.
Yeah, that's fine. But this interviewer going
She's
like...
64. Why would you...
Yeah, exactly.
And like goated.
Yes.
Completely goated. But then this interview going like, oh yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
Shut
bullshit.
the fuck up.
You're the one bringing it up.
She goes like this, I've never said that before. You say it every day. What are you talking about? What outlet was she with that she's never said the Rizzler before? Yeah. She always says the Rizzler. She's on TikTok. Rizzler runs TikTok. I've never said that word before. You've definitely said it before.
Or maybe she had an intern that was like, here's a great question.
I don't think so. I think she's trying to be cool in front of Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Because I don't think she doesn't have an intern.
No.
She's not a pro. She's not a pro. If I did that interview, I'd be like, you don't know who the Rizzler is? I'd tell Julia Louis-Dreyfus all about him.
That's because you're on top of shit.
I'd be like, oh, man, you got to... And also, like, there's no part of me that goes like, oh, I just agree with whatever Julia Louis-Dreyfus says so she thinks I'm cool. Because that's what this interview was doing. I didn't like that. I thought it was disrespectful to the Rizzler. I didn't think it was disrespectful to the Rizzler what Julia Louis-Dreyfus did.
No.
Because she's like making a face like, I don't know who this person is. In case you hadn't heard, I'm JLD.
Yeah, I'm
okay?
busy.
Yeah, I'm like just an icon. And then the interviewer's like, me too.